of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Descriptions or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.
And good evening, everyone. Welcome to Carl Albert Fieldhouse, home of the Titans. Tonight, it's the final regular season game in Oklahoma high school basketball, and we have a great matchup for you. It's Del City at Carl Albert. Hi, everyone. My name is Jordan Ray. Let's start by talking about the girls' game. So last week on the Oklahoma Sports Network, the Carl Albert Titans had a big win in a 1-versus-2 matchup against Del Reno. So they're flying high right now, and they're going to take on a Del City team that's been struggling a bit. They've been winning some and losing some during the month of February, but Del City has a 5th seed, and they're looking to get better and prepare themselves for what could be a tough regional on the road for them next weekend. Carl Albert, meanwhile, will host, so their big thing is going undefeated in conference, which they can do with a win, and staying healthy. Both teams will be without a couple of key starters. We'll talk more about that as we get closer to the game. On the men's side, this is number 1 versus number 2, as in the top 2 seeds in 5A West. And not only that, they are the defending state champions in both 5A and 6A, Carl Albert and Del City. Titans had a tough loss last week on the Oklahoma Sports Network on the boys' side, losing Del Reno by 2 points. And so they're trying to get better at some things that their coach, Tim Price, thinks is, or their Coach Price thinks is a bit of a struggle for them. As for Del City, they have not lost since December. That was also on the Oklahoma Sports Network to PC West. They have been undefeated since then, so they also are looking to go undefeated in district, win a conference title, and, of course, stay healthy. Both teams are hosting a regional next Friday, along with Carl Albert girls, and I might add, Midwest City boys and girls also hosting a regional. All right, we come back. I interviewed Carl Albert girls coach Kyle Ritchie, that and more, and then Ray Maytubby will join me for the call of the game. And you are watching Mid-Del Basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Your system secure.
Happy to be joined by Carl Albert girls coach Kyle Ritchie. Coach, so you have a big win last Friday, 1-versus-2 against Del Reno. So going from a big win like that to playing at Shawnee, where you went to on Tuesday, do you think that you consider that a challenge to stay up for those type of games after you play a more notable game, and you have a big game ahead of you coming up tonight?
100%. And the respect I have for Wendy Wells and her program is off the chart. I don't want to say trap game, but come off like what you just said, 1-versus-2. You have rivalry, senior night, Del City, Friday. That's what, actually when I told you the interview after the El Reno game, it was the biggest game because that was the game we were playing, and that was to get the girls back focused for Shawnee and not to peek ahead, because Shawnee was good enough to beat us, and obviously we pulled away there at the end, but we were only up 1 at the end of the first quarter. And so I just thought we were a little sluggish, but kind of when we got our legs underneath us, been lucky enough we were able to pull away.
So a few interesting things heading into this game against Del City. One, you're going to be without Celia Landon, who I thought was your player of the game from start to finish against Del Reno. What do you miss in her? Because, I mean, she's a sophomore, and it just seems like she's both I guess she plays fearless, but at the same time, she's kind of unnoticeable by the other team.
It's a huge loss. But if it was next week, regional tournament, she'd probably give it a go. This is a coaching staff decision where hopefully a week off will give her a little bit of, get her a little bit better. We'll have Koper back at full strength. So obviously that's big for us as well. Talia, great on the ball defender. She takes some pressure off Ari and Asia handling it. So we're going to have somebody step up in that role. It could be Mariah, might take her off the block. Evie Mitchell, she played key minutes against El Reno. And so she's been getting some quality varsity minutes. So it's unfortunately, we say it, next girl up, because you're only one play away from playing, but it is a huge loss for us.
What's nice is you are getting Kennedy Kofer back, who didn't play on Friday against Del Reno. How will she help your team?
Shooter, energy.
Yeah.
That girl brings it all every night. And so obviously to get her back in, I think a lot of the time, if I have them both out there, they just can't look at Cameron. And so they got to think, man, we just can't leave her. A lot of times I think a lot of people dare some of our other girls to shoot jump shots. And so when you got those two out there, obviously two pretty good outside shooters.
Yeah. And then a new player for us, because she was not on your original roster you sent to me back in November, and that's the freshman you already mentioned, her, Evie Mitchell. What has she done to get playing time in this past game against Del Reno, and probably we'll definitely see her, I assume, against Del City?
Right. No fear.
Yeah.
It cracks me up. I mean, she fits in right to our guard rotation. I mean, she's same size. She brings it every night. And so, and what I told her, I said, what's going to make you better is going against Asia, Ari, Mariah in practice. So, you're probably not going to see as much of that talent in a freshman game, because if they were that, they'd probably be playing up as well. But so she gets great minutes in practice to know, hey, when you step on the court, you will already have gone against these girls. So we're fine.
And a couple questions here. Heading into the Del City game, it's senior night. I've already asked you some about one of your seniors in Asia Pool, but talk about the senior class, because it seems like that they've been a part of a big transformation at Carl Albert. And then also, what are the challenges playing Del City? I know if you win this game, I believe you're going to be undefeated in conference, so that's something to shoot for. So talk about the challenge of the game.
Oh, the girls know what's ahead. And what you mentioned about, we've talked a lot about Asia. Mariah's been a 4-year starter. She probably wouldn't be a post defender on anybody else's team, but she is for us. And she takes that role. She goes, I got it, coach. Her and Asha usually are those two. Obviously, Asha being the sophomore, but Mariah is great. China, and I don't want to leave China and Jemiah out. They don't get as much minutes, but they give great scout team in practice. And when I do call their number, no matter how long it's for, they give me everything they got as well. So those 4 seniors obviously are going to be missed. So we want to send them out on a high note. Del City, what do you say? Mariah does a great job. There's not going to be any, like, we don't know each other. It's going to be 2 great scouted teams. I think senior night, we got to remember there's a game to be played, and I know these girls will do that. You did mention some goals. We win this, we get to 20 wins on the regular season. That's pretty impressive. We could be undefeated, conference champs. That was a goal to start the year. And so there's a lot of things still in front of us that we want to take care of now. And then obviously, as you know, after this game, everybody's 0-0 next week. and that's the way we will take it, because that's what we do here. We'll just one game at a time.
All right. Yeah, very good. And one thing I've noticed on Facebook, Facebook friends with you and it's your wife's dual account, is something you've already told me before, but you're very close with Dell City's boys coach Lenny Hatchett, who we're about to interview him, and you went to high school with
Sorry
him. I
about
know.
that.
Yeah. And so I guess my question is, do you have a Lenny Hatchett story from either the past or something more current?
Oh, man, he's a good guy. Can't believe I'm saying this on live radio, on live TV that everybody's going to get to see. You know, he does a great job over there. We've been, the other day I was interviewed by somebody else, and they were asking pretty much the same question about Lenny. We get to pick each other's brains on certain things and like that. And, there's some razzing, when it especially comes to games like this, because his daughter is a 7th grader at Hams, so she'll be coming up here. And so, yeah, good guy, great family. He does a good job over there. It'll be a great game to watch him and Jay match wits on the sideline after our game.
Absolutely. That'll be another 1 versus 2 matchup. So we look forward to that game as well.
Yep.
All right.
Like you said, it's senior night. I think that place is going to be packed all night.
Well, I can't wait to be there myself. All right, Coach Richie, thank you very much.
I'm starting.
Moving in.
All right, everybody get in real quick.
You just hold it like this, and you don't need a flash.
Learning with VR. Finals, baby! You know I got this!
I got an A! Nailed it!
We did it! Rose State College. Going somewhere starts here.
For 60 years, Hudeberg Auto Group has serviced all makes and models. Hudeberg has combined hundreds of years of experience to better serve you.
Hudeberg Auto Group uses the latest in technology and utmost customer care to get your vehicle back on the road safely and cost efficiently.
And that tickles. Hudeberg Auto Group.
You can count on Hudeberg.
We'll give you more.
You can count on Hudeberg. We'll give you more.
Welcome back, everyone, to Carl Albert Fieldhouse in Midwest City, Oklahoma, for your big game in the girls' Action 5A between the Carl Albert Titans and the Dell City Eagles. Happy to be with you here. All right, let's go ahead and look at the rankings. We're about to have the national anthem and the starting lineups, but that's the rankings right now. It's the top 6 teams, probably 6 of the definite contenders to make state. 4 spots in the West. Carl Albert, number 1. They beat number 2 El Reno last week. The rankings have not changed as the seedings have already been determined. Dell City is number 5. They will be going to Lawton MacArthur next week. They will not play Lawton MacArthur until the second round. Let's go and look at the brackets real quick. So that's Carl Albert's bracket. They will host Altus. We hope to have that game on the Oklahoma Sports Network, 8 o'clock on Friday, February 24th. Probably the Altus crew will be carrying that game. And Jacoby Litt's my producer. Let's go ahead and skip ahead to the Dell City bracket. And you can see Dell City will be playing the earlier game at 6:30 against Southeast. That will be played at Lawton MacArthur High School. And we definitely hope to have that game for you as well on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Not official, but we carried a bunch of games for you last year. We plan on doing it again this year. All right, in a moment I'll be joined by Ray Matubby, but before I do that, we are going to go live to the PA announcer, John Martin of Carl Albert. Here we go. have to make do with this.
Senior number 14, Ariana Richmond. Senior number 15, Summer Pogue. She's a junior, number 23, Angel Bushy. And the freshman, number 21, Shelby Thornton. Those are your starters for the Lady Eagles. It's senior night. Starting for the Carl Albert Lady Titans, senior number 30, China MacArthur. Senior number 25, Mariah Taylor. Senior number 23, Asia Wu. Senior number 22, Tanaya Battle. And the junior number 20, Ariana Diaz.
No. All right, now we're joined by Ray Matubby. Ray, thank you for being with us here. And we got the starting lineups to show you as well. And a couple of interesting notes here, Ray, is that starting for Del City will be a freshman, very tall freshman, Shelby Thornton. She's replacing Nevaeh Ramsey, who is injured right now. And then for Carl Albert, they're going with a couple of seniors who don't normally play.
Yeah.
Also, one of their best players from last week, Celia Landon, will be out with an injury.
Watching these Carl Albert Titans, I'm expecting a really good ball game on their end. In Del City, we're going to see how they're following up this week in this big-time ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Carl Albert, Del City.
That's right, number 5 versus number 1.
Yep, one of the hottest rivalries in all of high school sports in Oklahoma. And it's about time for tip-off.
By the way, this first quarter will be brought to you by Super Sub, located at 2150 South Douglas, Midwest City, the best subs in OKC. Here we go.
And Carl Albert receives the tip-off. They win it with a pass out here to the corner. Pass out here now. Moving the ball, moving it real nice. Right back here. Still behind the three-point line is Carl Albert. Just trying to get something going from the corner. Three-pointer, no good, too strong. And the rebound by Angel Bushy. And it'll go to Del City.
Good job by, I think it's Boucher. But she held her ground very well there. One thing about Carl Albert, especially when they play against a bigger team, and Del City's definitely the bigger team here, they will try to steal the ball from you.
Angel McAllister, what a nice lob there to Boucher, and it's no good. Oh, what a rebound there. Puts it up, it's good. That is Shelby Thornton, the freshman, 6'2".
Only a freshman, but Carl Albert is no one close to her size.
And Carl Albert puts it in for 2, ties the game right there. What a nice field goal there.
That's Mariah Taylor. She is a 5'3" post player, but don't let her lack of height fool you.
Yep.
She knows how to play inside. Nice steal there by Poole.
Real technical, and here we go. A steal going down the court, and it's challenged by Summer Pogue. And Summer now with the ball. Holds it, passes it. And here from the behind the line, Summer guiding her teammates, wearing how to go. Making some moves at Summer Pogue. One-on-one.
That's Battle, who's on the ball on defense. She does not normally play. Looks like it's going to be a turnover on McAllister.
Jalen loses the basketball there out of bounds. And obviously it'll be Carl Albert's basketball.
So important for Del City that Jalen McAllister gets to a good rhythm early on. Quick sub for Carl Albert to bring in Kennedy Kofer, who was hurt in the game last week, so it's good to see her back.
Asia Poole now with passes it to, back to Asia now. And she gets out to the corner for 3. Gonna try it again, this time again, too strong. And gonna call it.
Gonna stay with Carl Albert, looks like. I think that was Diaz on the 3.
Yep.
She will not be shy, especially with Landon out.
Passes it in now to Poole, and she's going to shoot it again. Oh, she thought she was going to shoot it again. I thought she was. Pass out here now. Carl Albert does not care to be behind the line for three. She puts it in.
That's the 5'3" post player, Taylor, showing she can shoot threes.
And Del City matches it with a nice play down in the inside.
It's a good leak out by Adrian Richmond there. She will outrun players regularly. She's in great condition.
Here we go. Oh, a deep three. No fear and too strong there. Angel Boucher on the rebound. And the pass, Summer Pogue. Summer going to use some speed here. Going to slow it down. Try to put some fancy moves out on here. Jalen McAllister match one-on-one pass to Pogue. Del City looks like they have a lot of energy going right here. Angel Boucher. Pass down low to Thornton. And she, a no-look pass that did not work in her favor.
That's a freshman mistake. She put a little bit too much height on that ball. She just realized that she's the only player on the court that's taller than 6 feet.
Yeah. Mariah Taylor passes it in now to Asia Poole, 5'2" guard. Back to Taylor.
Asia Poole, 1,000-point scorer in her career, but she is primarily a distributor.
That'll be
they're going to call it 10 count. Good defense by Del City. Carl Albert being a little too deliberate.
Yep. A good game going on here, ladies and gentlemen. 5 for your Titans, 4 for Del City right now is the score.
And Coach Ritchie from Carl Albert told me, and it was on the interview, that he thinks this could be kind of like a trap game.
Yeah.
Because of the big wins they've had recently. Although that may have more to do with it being the Shawnee game, but.
And McAllister for 3. It's too strong. I haven't seen her jack up too many of those all season.
Good rebound by Asha Moore, who's come to the game.
And
nice drive by Poole.
Lays it in the and one. And she'll be going to the line.
I didn't think she was going to finish that shot. I thought she was too far in the basket, but she was able to flip it in.
Nice.
That's Asia Poole for you. She will pick her spots.
Indeed.
So this free throw, by the way, is going to be brought to you by our first quarter sponsor. Our Super Sub free throws. Free throw is good.
The free throw is good. Jalen McAllister. Use the speed pass to Richmond out here. Now pass to Pogue. Summer gonna make her presence felt, and she's fouled.
Another charity stripe. Super Sub free throw coming up. Great drive by Summer Pogue. Super Sub located 2150 South Douglas. That's in Carl Albert territory. So if you're anywhere near Carl Albert, you should go there right now, get a sub, and then come to this game.
And Summer's first is no good, in and out.
Now you remember, Ray, the Midwest City game of a month ago.
Yep.
That was the problem for Del City, making free throws.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, it was.
Definitely something they want to clean up for next week.
Right now,
still got some work to do with that.
Yeah. That game versus Midwest City, they could have won the game off free throws, but they missed so many. From 3 again, no good again. And the pass to McAllister. Jalen probably going to lay it in. She does.
Great job by McAllister. Cameron Sutton, who just came in for Carl Albert, made her work for that shot. McAllister did a nice job adjusting to the defense, making the shot.
Here we go with Asia Poole now. Matched up versus Richmond to the corner. Asia Poole for 3. And it's no good. She might have another chance. She will. She thought about it.
McAllister's got to box out the shooter. She didn't do it there, and Poole got the offensive rebound.
Poole trying to set up now, and she thought about shooting another 3. And here we are. Carl Albert, floater. It's no good, in and out. And it's out of bounds, I believe. It'll be going to Del City.
One thing we got to see when Del City has the ball, Jalen McAllister being guarded by Asia Poole. Asia Poole, one of the best on-ball defenders. Ooh, that's quite the on-the-ball foul there.
Yeah.
You can take those chances early in the game. But Taylor with a foul. And nice thing for Coach Ritchie is he can then bring in Ariana Diaz. So Carl Albert's got a nice 6-player rotation right now. It would have been 7, but again, Celia Landon is not going to play in this game.
Yeah.
She should be back come playoff time.
Much needed for the Titans, indeed. And here we go. Fast break here. Slows it down.
Good slow down by Diaz.
Yeah, it was. And Poole for 3. Contest her luck again. This time again too strong. Richmond with the pass to McAllister. McAllister a little loose with the ball, and it'll be out of bounds. Del City.
Off Sutton of Carl Albert. But it's no secret for Del City. There's one player who can consistently attack the basket and get to the free throw line for him, and that's going to be Jalen McAllister. It's important that if she does do that and gets to the free throw line, that she's very efficient from the line tonight.
Del City have 2 players checking in, Anaya Hudson and Akila Howard. 2 young future players for them. And Richmond, oh, she puts it in. What a play by Richmond.
I tell you, she makes shots that just make me scratch my head like, how'd that go in?
Yeah, how did that go in? Indeed.
But she has great instincts around the basket. Good steal there.
Howard. And she'll put it up, and it'll be off the mark. They'll get it back. Del City pass to McAllister. Howard now with the pass back to Jalen. Was guarded by Asia Poole. McAllister loose with the ball again. And
I think Richmond stepped out of bounds. That's an unforced error there.
Yeah.
I think, or maybe it's a timeout that's being called. There's definitely a timeout called, so we'll keep it here.
Yep. Looks like 30-second.
30-second timeout. But yeah, you know what, Ray? 8-8 the score, and I think that even though this game doesn't have a lot of at stake as far as seeding goes,
right.
It's a tune-up game and it's still a rivalry game, and I like it. I like the energy Del City has,
yes.
and they're doing this without one of their most energetic players, Nevaeh Ramsey.
And Nevaeh brings a whole lot of energy, a whole lot of everything with Nevaeh. It's unfortunate she's a senior, and like you said earlier, hopefully she's back here for playoff time for the Eagles.
Yep, Thursday they expect to have her back when they play Southeast at Lawton MacArthur.
Oh, what a playoff bracket. Here goes McAllister to pass it in here. Looking for somebody open. Communicating. She gets it to Thornton, the freshman, passes it back to her. A deep 3 by Jalen. It's too strong, off the mark. Richmond matched up there with Kennedy, and Diaz is going to pass it out for 3. The corner is no good. Asia Poole thought about shooting it. Said no, she's got it by Hudson. The pass out now again to Diaz. It is no good for 3. Howard on the rebound. Howard looking where to go, slows it down. And here we go, where's Richmond? A little loose with the ball, tries to go for it up. And oh my goodness.
Was a physical game.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Shelby Thornton, just a large body.
They're letting them play, and Shelby Thornton's got to take advantage of that. And she's got to know where the backboard is when she goes up for that shot.
Man, when she gets more just coordinated and fundamentally sound, she's going to be an issue for Mid-Del basketball and Oklahoma basketball in general.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it. Right now she's in the middle of that 2-3 zone. Del City's basically daring Carl Albert to shoot. Carl Albert is shooting threes, and they're missing most of them.
They are. Shooting them. And a pass out now here. I think that's Diaz there to Asia Poole. Back to Diaz, who thought about shooting the 3. She's about 0 for 4 from the 3-point line. Here goes McAllister trying to make something happen, and she does. Puts the Eagles up by 2. 10-8 your score. Del City leads.
That was actually Kofor she stole it from, but the thing about McAllister, when she has a driving lane to her left, look out.
And puts it up, a high arcing shot. And Poole and Richmond fight at it. And the ref calls it.
Well, this is at all the energy you would want in a rivalry game.
Definitely. We're getting it. We're getting it right now.
What's at stake for Carl Albert, going undefeated in conference.
Wow.
They're going to win their conference. I don't think any other team is close to them in the standings. But chance to go undefeated, still appealing as of right now. Carl Albert is undefeated, not just in conference, but against 5A competition. Their only losses have been to 6A teams this year.
This Carl Albert women's basketball team has been very interesting to watch. I watched their game versus El Reno not too long ago. I had a very good time watching that, along with the boys as well.
That was an entertaining game. They can call a moving screen. That's an interesting call on Summer Pogue. We'll see if the refs start to blow the whistle a bit more, because this is a physical game. And the refs might try to settle the players down some.
Here we are. A pass now out here to Moore with the pass to Diaz, and she puts it up, and it's no good. And that'll conclude the first quarter. It's been a wild one, been a fun one as well. But we'll be back. It'll be the second quarter. You're watching Oklahoma Sports Network. We'll be back.
I'm starting. Moving in. All right, everybody get in real quick.
You just hold it like this, and you don't need to flash.
Learning with VR. Finals, baby! You know I got this!
I got an A. Nailed it.
We did it! Rose State College. Going somewhere starts here.
All right, welcome back to Middale Basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Jordan Ray Matubby with you here. Real quick, I want to show you the schedule that Del City's played. As you can see, Ray, well, you may not be able to see from where you're sitting, but they've actually had a bit of some tough breaks as Del City. They lost their last game to El Reno, a couple games to Piedmont and Noble. And so even though their seeding is set, they're trying to get things right here.
Right.
And, you know, get into a good rhythm here. And what better way to do that than beating the #1 team in 5A on their home floor?
Indeed, indeed. And here we are. Just a big game all around, man. So many alumni, so many former players. It's just, the feel here is great. For the girls' game. Three, high-arcing three, and then off the mark. Boy, those shots do look good. They're just not going in right now. And Richmond, she saves it. Gives over to Carl Albert, and the ref's going to call it soon. Yeah, he does.
I'll tell you, I got to give a lot of credit to Cameron Sutton there. She missed that three, but then quickly recovered on defense to force that turnover. That's number 21 for Carl Albert. Her and Kennedy Kofor, they're almost identical, except Sutton's a little bit taller. And as far as how they play, they both love to shoot.
Yeah.
But they're also scrappy players on defense, too, so they have a lot to offer.
Yes. They love staying and chilling behind that three-point line. Very comfortable. Have not converted on the three yet. But as many times as they've been shooting, I'm sure they will very soon. A pass out here for a three. And they're still off the mark as of right now. That's Summer Pogue on the rebound. And it's out of bounds on the Titans, I believe. It is.
And that was Diaz who missed the three. But again, what I like about Carl Albert, even if they miss a shot, they hustle back on defense, and they try to take that transition game away right away. And they're getting quality looks, it's just not falling for them at the moment.
Okay, well, here's Summer Pogue now. The pass to Richmond, who's getting tested, as you said, by one of those three tough defenders for Carl Albert. Puts it up as McAllister. No good, gets her own rebound. Puts up again. And a wild shot.
Oh,
and McAllister gets it back, I believe. Yes, she does. Tries to body the girl, and it's no good. She falls flat on her back.
Poole will be called for the foul there. I think that's Kennedy Kofor who made the turnover. She just threw it behind her, expecting a teammate. It wasn't there.
Right.
Not an unusual mistake there by Kofor, but I think Del City's speed is getting to Carl Albert a little bit. And we want to mention right now our quarter sponsor, Ben Osinga. Your all-state agent loves being a part of the community. Ben knows what life is like here and knows how important it is when choosing insurance. Give him a call at 405-735-4400, as we also have a Super Sub charity stripe free throw coming on right here. Good job by McAllister making the first.
That's something we haven't said often about Del City when it comes to these free throws. It's a make, and that's a good one by Jalen, and she does not the second time, but makes the lead a 3-point lead. The pass out here now to Moore, who makes a move, and I believe she's fouled.
It's a nice jump stop there by Moore. You know, she's one of the younger Titans. She's only a sophomore. She's one of the only players with any size for Carl Albert. Right. As Coach Ritchie loves to talk about how they are the shortest team in Oklahoma, in the state. Now, if you took their coaches into consideration, they would not be. They have a 6'10" assistant coach, Robert Banks, who is a great guy. Helped me get updated rosters and game film for Carl Albert and stuff like that. But that's a good jump stop by Moore, and they need to find a way to get points inside right now.
Yeah, Asha Moore there with the free throw on the first time. See how it goes here for a second trip. And it's good. Nothing but net on the second one as well. Here we go. McAllister with the pass now to Richmond. Richmond traveling up the court. And she makes a move and puts it in. It counted.
Again, it's just unbelievable the shot she makes.
Yeah.
And she really reminds me, it's too bad she's not playing, of Celia Landon, although she's a little bit younger than Richmond. Richmond, I mean, she looks like she could still be a freshman, but undersized, but the way she's able to finish around the basket for someone of her size, very impressive.
Rebound here, and out of bounds on the Titans. The rebound was by Mariah Taylor.
Now you see how Taylor got the rebound, but Del City still played full court defense. And I don't think too many teams in 5A can play defense like that. Midwest City would be one of them. I don't know of too many others.
Well, here we go now. That's Taylor with the pass to Poole. Taylor has a good look. She shoots it, takes it. It's good. She drains it with a high arcing three.
That's a Bronze Star Cuts Barbershop three.
What a nice pass down there.
Oh, tough call. Boucher didn't like that call. I thought she put the ball down before she moved her feet. Interestingly for Carl Albert, I've said that Mariah Taylor is a undersized post player, but she's hit both threes she's made, I believe, and the only player to make a three for Carl Albert so far.
Yep. And all threes have been jacked up. She's the only one to convert as of right now. Nice, beautiful shot by Taylor. And I'm sure that can take you a long way with some confidence. And she tied the game. Poole making some moves, pass out of bounds, actually. And
yeah, Poole had the right idea. She decided to pass it to a cutting Kofer. But because she was passing, it's going to be an on-the-floor foul. Foul's about even right now. So I think the reffing has been pretty even so far, I would say. It was a little contentious last week as the El Reno faithful was not happy with how the game was being called.
Wow. Asia Poole is here behind the line with the pass out to Taylor. Taylor a little loose with the ball. She lost it. Oh, nice three. Look good, and she got it. Puts it in as Asha Moore, the 5'9" forward.
So the two post players for Carl Albert are the ones making threes, but that just shows you how balanced they are.
Yeah.
Nice finish.
It's a dangerous basketball team.
Taylor was, I thought she slid in position. Do we have a replay of that, Jacoby? We just showed the replay. I couldn't tell if she was moving her feet or not. But, you know, McAllister, she's going to be aggressive no matter what. And
yes, she will.
She's going to go to the charity stripe for a super sub free throw attempt.
She has a shot to tie this game here.
You saw the three. We're showing the replay of the three made by Moore. And now we got the replay. Yeah, I think as we looked at the replay, Ray, I do think Taylor stepped into that. So I think it's a good call.
Nice shot there by Jalen McAllister. She banks it in. Ties the game. It's been a good one. Tight. A pass out here. Oh, she's going to take another three. You can tell that was a little off when she released it, but Carl Albert has another opportunity, a floater, and it's taken by Keila Howard as it was airballed that time. Howard trying to find somewhere to go with the basketball. Richmond trying to work her magic, and it's out of bounds off of the Titans.
Got to be careful on those handoffs against Carl Albert. They will find ways to make you make mistakes. They're a very resourceful defensive team.
Oh, Richmond launches a three, and it's no good. Nice to see her take those shots. McAllister and Howard trying to match up on their man on D. Wide open, almost had a good look for a second. Oh, she jacks it up anyway, and it's no good. Raw rebound and put it in. Nice shot there by Diaz.
And then she gets a deflection. Diaz might be the best all-around player on this team because she's a total package on offense.
Yeah.
And is a tremendous effort player on defense.
Tremendous effort player. That's the way to put it. The word to put it. Here we go. Richmond now. Screen by Howard, and they're going to call a foul.
They're going to call 5 seconds or illegal screen.
Yeah, legal screen.
Second illegal screen, I believe, called on Del City. But again, Carl Albert Century defense forces it there. Nice pass by Diaz.
A lot of ball movement for Carl Albert right here. She puts it up. It's no good. Rebound. Oh, what a rebound there. That time by Asha Moore. That looked a little nasty with her legs, but she's good.
She's going to get a 1-and-1 now.
Yeah, she is.
So at least one free throw, a Charity Stripe sponsor free throw here. By the way, right, coming up at halftime, we hope to show you, at least before we start the third quarter, what games we're going to have on next week on Thursday and Friday for the playoffs.
And too strong there. For that free opportunity was Moore. This is Anaya Hudson. Matched up with the pass to Howard. Howard off the mark. And down on the ground trying to protect herself was Diaz. And, a lot of energy.
Oh, we got to see that replay. That's going to be a controversial call there.
Yeah, Del City is not happy.
There was not a lot of contact on the part of McAllister. I can't blame Coach Webb for not being happy about that, the Del City head coach.
Yeah, her reaction told the entire story. So did the sideline and the stands for Del City as well.
Yeah, meanwhile, Carl Albert's not making their free throws, keeping the score close. Del City's hit a bit of a snag on offense. That's their biggest problem. Besides on defense, the Coach Webb said that they need to work on defensive consistency and not fouling. So that's been a bit of a challenge because they are at 9 fouls right now as Del City. But then offensively, Carl Albert's starting to suffocate Del City a bit in the half court.
Richmond here to pass to McAllister. McAllister moving, doing her thing with a pass. Nice pass to Thornton. Thornton puts it in.
Thornton just got to play around the basket. She'll get those opportunities. Great pass by McAllister.
Indeed. Here we go. Carl Albert again with the ball. Oh, another opportunity for Moore. She's too strong. What a rebound by Jalen McAllister, who I've said her name a lot tonight. Wow.
Trying to do a little too much there.
Yeah, she knew it. She knew it.
A controversial foul on her a moment ago. That turnover, not controversial.
That was a little mistake.
Got to be avoided.
Yeah. Stuff that you do when you're at the house playing basketball, just playing for fun.
Yeah, against one of her many brothers.
Right, many of them. And easy shot there. That's as easy as it gets there for Ariana Diaz. It gets no easier than that.
I don't know how she got that open. That's probably the worst defensive possession for Del City. They've been defending pretty well.
Definitely. McAllister now. The pass to Richmond. Richmond. There you go. It just doesn't make sense.
The way she can finish, and just a great job splitting the defense there.
A wide open three. Good look. And no good there. All these great looks for the Titans. They're not capitalizing on these threes. Oh, he gets it to Boucher, and it's good. Angel gets her first points of the game.
You know, in years past, McAllister probably would have taken it all the way there. But she made the extra pass to Boucher. Got a layup out of it. Ooh. Great job by McAllister.
That's hard. That's a hard shot to make over the 6'2" freshman there for Asia Poole.
Oh, man, Richmond had the right idea. Great toss ahead to McAllister. Just a little too far in front of her. The ref kind of interfered with that play, too.
Yeah.
But when that happens, you just got to play on.
Here we go. Asia gonna take it down right now, down the court. Managing the game herself. Oh, it's stolen. And she sees an opening. Jalen, it's good.
What a run by Del City.
Yeah, it's
6-0 run, and they're using their defense to set up their offense.
3-point game here. 1 minute to play exactly in the half. Oh, and that's Thornton who gets out of bounds. Little celebrating down low with Thornton and Angel Boucher.
So Coach Ritchie's going to bring in a freshman right now, Evie Mitchell, who was in the rotation last week as a guard. He's looking for something different right now to be making that move.
Well, good look, great look. 3-pointer, and she drains it. Eventually, you know she'd get it in. That's Kennedy Kofer.
You're right. At some point, she's going to make those. That's too open.
Yeah. Del City, I know they're daring them to do it, but, that's good. Thornton puts it in. Like you said, a great run by Del City. 27 seconds to play in the half. The pass out now to Moore from the corner. Again, 3. It's too strong. Carl Albert gets it back. They have a look. There she got it. And it's good. That's Kofor again. Richmond slows it down, puts it in. The leading scorer for Del City tonight.
What an ending to this quarter here.
Yeah. Oh, a deep 3. Oh, it's no good. And they'll hold it, and they'll run it out to the half. What a wild, interesting, tight, and fun first half of basketball for women's hoops. You are watching Oklahoma Sports Network. Ray Maytub and Jordan Ray. When we be back, it's halftime.
For 60 years, Hudeberg Auto Group has serviced all makes and models. Hudeberg has combined hundreds of years of experience to better serve you.
Hudeberg Auto Group uses the latest in technology and utmost customer care to get your vehicle back on the road safely and cost efficiently.
That tickles. Hudeberg Auto Group.
You can count on Hudeberg.
We'll give you more.
You can count on Hudeberg. We'll give you more.
Since 1908, Cameron University has served students from all over the world. With nearly 50 degrees in 2-year, 4-year, and graduate programs, we have something to inspire you. Health and wellness facilities plus a wide variety of clubs and activities will help you find your perfect fit. Small class sizes allow you to be yourself while discovering your future potential as part of the Aggie family. Come experience the Axe. Enroll today at www.cameron.edu.
See y'all again next month.
In the Oklahoma Army National Guard, you don't have to choose between civilian and military lifestyle.
Hi, my name is Zach Knudsen. I'm an orthopedic surgeon in Oklahoma City. I'm a specialist in hip and knee preservation, in particular cartilage restoration, hip arthroscopy, minimally invasive procedures to try to salvage hips and knees and try to prevent them from going on to arthroplasty or joint replacement. Orthopedics is unique in that it is the ability to have somebody who's injured, their life has changed, and we fix them and they can go back to doing the things that they love.
Coast Technology Group is your full IT managed service provider, utilizing simple, reliable technology for your home and business. Remote monitoring and management, network infrastructure, and cybersecurity, all with 24/7, 365-day live support. When you partner with CTG, you get the 150 years combined experience of our experts, helping your business grow while keeping your systems secure.
At F&B Community Bank, our team's #1 goal is serving our customers.
From our low auto rate starting at 2.99% APR.
To our free small business checking account, you can score big at F&B.
You can even earn cash back when using your F&B debit card. So there's no need to play hardball.
Because at F&B, you're the real MVP. Let our team serve you.
I'm starting. Moving in. All right, everybody get in real quick.
You just hold it like this, and you don't need to flash.
Learning with VR. Finals, baby! You know I got this!
I got an A! Nailed it!
We did it! Rose State College. Going somewhere starts here.
For 60 years, Hudeberg Auto Group has serviced all makes and models. Hudeberg has combined hundreds of years of experience to better serve you.
Hudeberg Auto Group uses the latest in technology and utmost customer care to get your vehicle back on the road safely and cost efficiently.
That tickles. Hudeberg Auto Group.
You can count on Hudeberg.
We'll give you more.
You can count on Hudeberg. We'll give you more.
Coast Technology Group is your full IT managed service provider, utilizing simple, reliable technology for your home and business. Remote monitoring and management, network infrastructure, and cybersecurity, all with 24/7, 365-day live support. When you partner with CTG, you get the 150 years combined experience of our experts, helping your business grow while keeping your systems secure.
Since 1908, Cameron University has served students from all over the world. With nearly 50 degrees in 2-year, 4-year, and graduate programs, we have something to inspire you. Health and wellness facilities plus a wide variety of clubs and activities will help you find your perfect fit. Small class sizes allow you to be yourself while discovering your future potential as part of the Aggie family. Come experience the Axe. Enroll today at www.cameron.edu.
Here's our target. We're shooting azimuth and head out. All in. Great drill weekend, everyone. See you all again next month.
In the Oklahoma Army National Guard, you don't have to choose between civilian and military lifestyle.
Welcome back to Middale Basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Your score at halftime, Del City leads Carl Albert 28-27. Jordan Ray and Ray Matubby. Ray, that was an entertaining first quarter, was it not?
Very much as what I expected. Well, as I was watching film at home, I just was hoping for a game like that. It's 27-28, 1-point game. I have a very strong feeling this game is going to come down to the wire. Very entertaining finish. I really can't wait for it, Jordan. I really can't.
Yeah, so we had the Carl Albert girls last week, so we've given them a lot of attention and well deserved since they're number 1 in 5A. I want to look at the rankings real quick, and I want to look at it from the perspective of the Del City girls. And the reason why is, as you can see in the graphic, they are ranked number 5. 4 teams from the West get the state. They have to jump past one of those teams ranked ahead of them to get the state. Of course, I'm kind of hoping it's El Reno. Not because I don't like El Reno, but they're the one team there that's not with the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Yeah.
So for Del City, when we look at their let's look at their bracket. Look at this one right here. So they're going to play at Lawton MacArthur. They are a 5 seed. They don't show the seeding on the graphics, but on the bracket. But they're a 5 seed. MacArthur's a 4 seed. Both should win on Thursday. I say should. You know, upsets can happen.
Definitely.
And so for Del City, at that point, it becomes kind of clear. One, they have to get to state, they have to probably either beat Lawton MacArthur or either El Reno or Midwest City to get to state. Now, if they can beat Lawton MacArthur, they'll probably have a rematch against Carl Albert in the third round. So now what I like about Del City tonight, in order for them, I think, to beat those teams, they have to have 2 or 3 players play well. They can't just have one player.
Right.
And in that first half, I really liked what I saw from Shelby Thornton. Thought she played real well, finished around the basket, rebounded well. I thought Jalen McAllister made some really good decisions. She wasn't out of control like she can be at times. And then Adrian Richmond, and she just makes plays. And so we didn't notice a whole lot of Summer Pogue yet. I think Boucher I think she's going to round into form, but you know, it wasn't probably the 2 best halves. But those first 3 I mentioned were really good. And I think if they can play at that level, then Del City has a chance to compete with the Carl Alberts or the Midwest Cities or the El Renos, and definitely the Lawton MacArthurs. That's a game we hope to have for you if that game takes place on a Saturday afternoon in Lawton.
Everybody just playing their roles on Del City side. Everybody just doing their job. And Carl Albert, this game could be really, it could be very, 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 very good for them if they can just convert on those threes. But I just apply to how unshy they are about taking those 3-point shots as they're shooting them right now for warm-ups. They don't care, and I applaud it. And I can tell by how they're warming up right now, they're going to continue to keep shooting those threes until they convert, and it becomes a consistent thing for them.
Yeah, so and for Carl Albert, again, they're without a key player, Celia Landon. So is Del City. They're without Nevaeh Ramsey. But what they have is, in players like Cameron Sutton, Kennedy Kofor, and to a lesser extent, Ariana Diaz, they will shoot threes early and often and quickly, and they're just not going to worry about if they're cold or not. And Del City's daring them to shoot, and it's worked for them. But at some point, you do expect Carl Albert to string some more threes together. I think they did end up hitting like 4 or 5, I believe, but in so many attempts. Big thing for Carl Albert and Del City is if Carl Albert misses a long 3, can Del City rebound and turn it into transition?
Well, game about to crank up again this second half. Very interesting, man. I can't wait to see how this turns out.
I really liked the way Del City used their zone to set up their transition opportunities. They had some good leak outs there from both Richmond and from McAllister. Carl Albert started to get better at getting back after a long miss.
Right.
But then at some point, Del City started to run on them again, and it worked, and that's how Del City got the lead. They even got back an easy layup, a transition layup to Del City off a make. That's when your running game's going good, is when you can make a layup off a make.
Right. One thing I want to applaud for Del City, they have a lot of swagger right now, a lot of confidence, positive energy. Carl Albert, once they get their confidence going and converting on these shots, they'll have theirs as well. But here we go. Stolen there by the Titans. Asia Poole has her opportunity out to the corner for 3 early and often, and it's no good. Rebound made by Del City. It's Angel Boucher with the pass here to Adrian Richardson, to Richmond, excuse me.
Del City was trying to run a pick and roll with McAllister and Thornton.
Oh, what a move there.
Wow,
everything
that was
good except the shot.
Summer Pogue with a good move there, but couldn't hit the rim.
Yeah, that was beautiful by Summer there right on that. Oh, a good look. Wide open, great look, perfect look. She, no good. A nice pass to Del City is what that was. And that's Angel Boucher on the fast break here. Angel puts it in. It's good for 2.
She's deceptively quick.
Right.
She covered a lot of ground quickly there.
Nice play there. She's fouled. Almost went in. That was Ariana Diaz. Nice effort there by her. As you mentioned earlier, she's an effort player on defense, hustle player on defense, and an effort player here on offense. She's all around, can do it all.
So what you can see on the replay is a freshman mistake made by Thornton. That's swinging down.
Yeah.
That'll get called a foul most of the time. So this is another Charity Stripe sponsor here. This third quarter, by the way, brought to you by Triple Elite, your one-stop shop for screen printing, uniforms, embroidery, and more. And Twill, I don't even know what that is. But call 405-610-5200.
No good on that shot. Behind the line. All with Titans behind the line. Except for one now. She's going to pull up there. It's good. Nothing but net. She hit it.
It's Kennedy Kofor, and you know what? Maybe she needs to do that more often. Fake the 3 and then step in and make it 2. Get your confidence going from outside.
Definitely.
That's going to be called offense.
Yep. That's a good foul. Excuse me, good call. And Carl Albert's turning their way. It was tie game right here still, but still turning their way. The Titans are going to march down the court.
So that's on McAllister, and she can be turnover prone. So can Del City. Carl Albert loves to force turnovers.
Yes.
It's just going to be a key for Del City to minimize those possessions.
Asia Poole now going to just drive up the middle with the pass out here now. She's tripped. And
it's kind of an incidental foul on Richmond. It's just a matter of Diaz drives to the paint, she trips, and refs will just kind of, they'll make that automatic. I don't even know if Richmond fouled there, but I understand why they called that.
Right. Well, she'll go to the line and get her opportunity. No, she won't. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
So some are Pogues going out. They're bringing in, I believe, that's Hudson.
Hudson, yep.
And she's not very big, but she's going to play underneath in that zone, so defensive rebounding is going to be important.
And lays it in for three.
Unless they make a three.
Poole. Nice
Poole is more reluctant to shoot threes, but she'll make some.
Yeah. Here's Richmond. Backs it up. Anaya Hudson. Going to pass it out here to Boucher. And Angel. Oh, it's no good. Gets her own rebound. Oh, puts it in. That's Jaden McAllister.
You know, Boucher was under some duress there, but I like the way she just spun out of it. She took a good shot after initially looking for a pass and then followed her shot. Made a good pass. She's playing really well this third quarter.
Jalen going to the line. Has opportunity to tie this game up.
I like that Coach Webb is having Thornton go back on defense.
Yeah.
Don't let her commit any silly fouls. Going for an offensive rebound, over the back fouls. Some refs love to call that.
Right.
Also, no chance for transition for Carl Albert here on a miss.
And there's opportunity there to tie the game up, and Richmond ends up with the basketball. But ref calls it, and it'll be Carl Albert's ball here.
But Del City will either get the next jump ball or they'll get the first possession of the fourth quarter.
Right. Here we are. It was tipped a little bit, but Diaz got back on it. And that arm swinging is still happening there by Thornton, but didn't get called. Here we are, McAllister.
Oh, what's that going to be? They're going to say out of bounds, so that's it?
Yeah.
Probably looked more physical than it was.
Yeah, it definitely did, because I think that was a good no call.
You mentioned the swinging play there by Thornton. I think you're right, but she didn't make contact, but she definitely forced that miss. Diaz, I don't know if she could look at the basket with Thornton on her.
Jalen began to shoot there. Thornton just loses the ball with a little slippery fingers there on that one. It's a big referee down there.
What makes this game so interesting is anytime a team gets a defensive rebound, the other team immediately plays defense. They don't just run back.
Here's Poole with the pass out here down to Diaz, who floats it, doing that all game, and it's no good in and out. For three is no good there for Kofor. And Richmond going to travel up the court at a very fast pace, and the ref is going to call it.
That's another time that I thought Thornton almost got another foul there on the defensive closeout, but she was able to avoid it, got a nice rebound, kept it high. And again, the foul situation close to even here.
Well, here's Thornton, puts it up, and in one of the rare occasions where she drives and doesn't lay it in, trying to make up for it with a hustle play, but she causes a foul.
Yeah, she was frustrated with that miss.
Right.
And as soon as she made contact, she held her hands up. It's like admitting she was guilty. She threw her hands up before the whistle was blown.
Yeah, she knew it. She knew it.
It's too bad because Richmond's going to be so important for this team, and if it's close, they're going to want her in the game.
Undoubtedly. Coach Webb is on her toes for this game here. Jalen scoots back, and it's a three for Kofor. She airballs, delivers it. And she gets another opportunity, crack at it, but she passes it to Diaz.
The size of Del City discouraged Diaz from shooting there.
Yeah. Del City, they're all up on these girls right now. Trying to back off. Nice look here for three. Got it! That's Sutton, Cameron Sutton.
They're able to draw Thornton away from the basket there. That's why you'd rather play a 2-3 zone, keep Thornton in the middle.
Off of her. Oh, in and out. For Hudson, here we go. Slows it down. Matched up versus McAllister is Poole, and no good. Rebound though by the Titans with a pass now. Another floater. That's Taylor. Pass down low. Gonna go through the legs. And there's gonna be a battle for it.
It's gonna be Del City's ball there.
Yep.
One problem for Del City, 3-point shooting at some point. Like we said, Carl Albert will knock them down. Del City, though, not as much a sure thing shooting threes, and I don't think they've made one this game yet.
No, they have not. No, they haven't.
We call it timeout here.
I think they shot 3 of them, 0 for 3 as a team as of right now.
It's a full timeout, so we're going to take a break here. You are watching Mid-Del Basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
My name is Zach Knudsen. I'm an orthopedic surgeon in Oklahoma City. I'm a specialist in hip and knee preservation, in particular cartilage restoration, hip arthroscopy, minimally invasive procedures to try to salvage hips and knees and try to prevent them from going on to arthroplasty or joint replacement. Orthopedics is unique in that it is the ability to have somebody who's injured, their life has changed, and we fix them and they can go back to doing the things that they love.
All right, welcome back to Mid-Del Basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Jordan Ray and Ray Matubby here with you. And you know we talked about the playoff matchups coming up, but also the boys game. That's coming up even sooner.
Yep.
Looking forward to that one. Another 1 versus 2 matchup.
A lot of things going on here in this game. Here we go. McAllister matched up with Poole, and she's no good. Off the mark that time.
I think that's Diaz who got the call, or got called for the foul there.
Right.
Or is that Cameron Sutton? It's Cameron Sutton. But she's like, what'd I do? I stood my ground. But you know, that's what Del City likes to do when they're in a bit of a funk. Give the ball to McAllister. Clear a path for her on the left side and let her go to work. So here we go, charity stripe, super sub free throw here by McAllister, but it's real important again. She needs to be very efficient from this free throw line here.
Yes.
Can't miss too many of those.
This is where the game can start to lose Del City's point of, this is the point in the game where Del City can lose their comfort in the game.
I agree.
Lead, because if they continue to miss these free throws and Carl Albert continues to make their shots, and Del City is not shooting very well anymore as of right now, so nice rebound there by Hudson. And another miss. It's kind of things they got to convert on.
Yeah, it's just shot making right now. It's like you said, Carl Albert, similar to Midwest City, they're a little bit more shot making ability across the board. And you're also right that Del City, this could be a critical juncture for them. If they don't start hitting a couple shots, Carl Albert might stretch this game out and make it tough for Del City to come back.
Yep, they're comfortable right now with a 4-point lead for Carl Albert, but they can lose this comfort real quick if you're Del City.
It's a rare turnover there on Kennedy Kofer. She usually is a very sure ball handler.
Here we are, the pass to Poe, who marches up the court. Puts a few moves on, and that's Hudson, the junior, and they're going to call a travel, saying she walked with it.
I think she did, back-to-back travels. She was shuffling her feet before she put the ball on the floor.
Right. Asia Poole, who I've said a lot tonight, who we've both mentioned a lot tonight for this Carl Albert Titans basketball team. And a pass out here to the corner, a 3. No good, too strong, matched up against Howard. The pass right back. She's going to test her luck again. This time she airballs. That was Cameron Sutton. McAllister. Ooh, and like you said earlier, she's really good at drawing fouls.
Yeah, that's why she has these opportunities, but you know, they have an advanced basketball stat called true shooting percentage. It takes free throws into account.
Right.
It's important that wherever you're not making shots, you get them from the free throw line. And that could have been an and one if McAllister would use her right hand. I know she works on her right hand a lot in practice.
Yeah.
But sometimes in game mode, she's just not confident in that hand yet.
And another miss there for Jalen. I think she's converted. She's got 2 free throws that she made, 2 or 3 that she made.
She's missed her last 3 for sure.
Wow. Well, She has not nearly been to the line as much as she was when they played Midwest City nearly a month ago. This time she gets it, lays it in that time. Asia Poole with a pass now, I believe that's Diaz. Now back to Poole. Back out to Diaz, who had a look. Pass down to Moore, trying to make some things happen. Puts it up, no good. Rolls off the rim and into the hands of Asia Boucher. Angel Boucher, excuse me. McAllister, floater, too strong. Way up above the rim, and it's out of bounds.
I think McAllister shot that because she wanted to make a jump pass and then realized that option wasn't there, so she kind of had to fling it up.
Had to make a real quick twitch decision there.
One thing about Asia Poole, you talk about calling her name a lot. 2 reasons for that. 1, she plays almost the entire game. But 2, she handles the ball almost the entire time for Carl Albert leading it up the court. She is a true point guard. There she is getting a steal. Nice pass before she slid and traveled.
Here we go, Asha Moore. She's stuck right now, finds a woman to pass the ball to. And
foul away from the ball there.
Yeah.
Moore drew that foul. But again, just to complete my thought on Poole, she's a complete point guard, and she is a true point guard. I would say Del City and Midwest City, the other team, the one thing they don't have, they have some size, they got a lot of speed, they don't have a true point guard. Carl Albert does, and Poole.
That's McAllister who's not happy with that foul, but it indeed was a foul.
Yeah, just got to adjust to the way the refs are calling it, but even it's not even so much adjusting, just to understand what contact you can't get away with, and now a foul by Del City will send Carl Albert to the free throw line.
That's a good point.
But then there's a turnover. I didn't catch that. But that does have Coach Ritchie a little flummoxed.
Yep, shaking his head right now, shoulder shrugging. And here's Asia, that's Summer Pogue now, leading charge up the court. Matched up there with was Kofor, and
see, Poole's going to gamble. She got the foul there, but a lot of times she's very sure-handed and will force that steal.
McAllister to pass it in now. She finds Pogue real quick, who was challenged there by Diaz in a quick little incident.
Now both teams should be at 6.
Wow.
So we're going to see on those type of fouls, and most fouls, we'll see free throws.
Yep.
Okay, critical juncture for Carl Albert. They're going to bring their freshman Evie Mitchell back in.
Notice they're not afraid to play some youngsters on Carl Albert's roster. They don't mind playing some of these young girls, and that's and I like that very much.
Same's true for Del City.
Yeah, yes. Same can be said about Del City as well. Ooh. Pogue trying to lose her man with the pass here to McAllister, and oh man, Carl Albert happy with that one. And Jalen obviously is not.
You know, this quarter's been tight, but it hasn't been as entertaining as the first two, just because we've seen a lot of those type of turnovers. Dead ball turnovers too, not turnovers that lead in transition. And we've seen some careless fouls, to be honest, the type of thing that Coach Webb wants her team to stop doing.
Yeah, as you want to be a champion, those kind of things have to stop.
See, right there, that's a case where Hudson just got her arm locked with Poole, and that's going to lead to free throws for Poole.
Asia Poole, this is her second trip to the free throw line.
So when the refs are calling it like that, and you know there's going to be contact, you want to rely more and more on your feet and less on your arms.
And that's no good there. McAllister takes it up the court, moving a little fast, tipped, but Hudson
nice play.
Nice play there by Nia Hudson, the junior.
She's one of the only Del City players that's smaller than most of the Carl Albert players, but she didn't care. She just took it to the paint like she was as tall as any of them.
And she's been playing like that her whole varsity career. And Jalen, so glad she got away with one there. Oh, the pass to the corner. It's Moore. Got it. Asha Moore for 3. It's loud in here. The Carl Albert Fieldhouse, and Jalen is fouled.
All right, now this is a 1-and-1. It's only the third quarter, but she's got to make these.
Yeah, she does.
She needs to get it consistent from the free throws, and you front of a 1-and-1 here. Team's down 4. You don't want to let this lead get any bigger.
Man, she's so good at drawing those fouls. That's something that shockingly I have never really just notice until you mentioned it. She is so good at drawing fouls, and she really got to learn how to convert on those, especially going to the next level, in which she is on these free throws here.
Well, she's really strong and she's good at absorbing contact, and so she plays that way. She'll go at the defender, and she attacks them at an angle. And I think being left-handed helps her as well.
Yeah, it looks good, and it is good. Makes the score 39-36, 3-point game, 14.5 to play.
It's a beautiful follow through and release there. She's just got to maintain consistency on that.
Here she has one more coming up right here. And looked good. It is good. Jalen McAllister makes it a 2-point game. And she's going to be matched up with Asia Poole as she has been all game. What a matchup that has been. Asia versus Jalen. Asia winning that one right now with the pass out to. Oh, got it. It looked good and it was good. That's Cameron Sutton.
At the buzzer.
She ended it right there. That is the end of the third. 42-37. Carl Albert leads. You're watching Mid-Dale Hoops on the Oklahoma Sports Network. We'll be back.
Coast Technology Group is your full IT managed service provider, utilizing simple, reliable technology for your home and business. Remote monitoring and management, network infrastructure, and cybersecurity, all with 24/7, 365-day live support. When you partner with CTG, you get the 150 years combined experience of our experts, helping your business grow while keeping your systems secure.
Welcome back to Mid-Dale Basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Carl Albert leading Dale City 42-37. Cameron Sutton hit a 3 at the end of the third quarter. Dale City will get the ball to start the fourth quarter. We'll see if Dale City can hang in this game and maybe pull off the upset. Ray?
Well, here we go. Jalen McAllister with the pass in now to Angel Boucher. McAllister now with the pass to Poe, who lost it for a little bit, trying to be a little fancy, and it's no good. Just trying to play her role in this game, and she is everywhere. It's Mariah Taylor.
Now, you hate to send Carl up to the free throw line like that.
Yeah.
You're underneath your own basket. You're going to send them to their basket almost 90 feet away.
That's very true.
The thing is, for Dale City, one of the things you got to do when you do not commit those fouls is when you're not hitting shots, you're frustrated. That will lead to fouls because you want to get that ball back on defense so badly. You got to resist that feeling and just get back on defense and not worry about that missed shot.
And she missed it there. That was Mariah Taylor.
It ain't just Dale City missing free throws.
Yeah. Same can be said for both teams when it comes to missing those free throws. Jalen missed the shot. I believe she drawed the foul.
Where have we heard that before?
Yeah. Said.
Well, it's interesting now, by the way, for Carl Albert. They are arresting, I believe, Poole. Yeah, they are. So they don't have I don't believe anyone else out there would be considered a true point guard.
Right.
Now, they got a lot of capable ball handlers, passers, shooters, but no one who distributes the ball like Asia Poole. So we'll see if this is a time that Dale City can make a run as the first free throw goes in. I also wonder, when are we going to see for Dale City Thornton come back in? She's been out for a while.
Yeah, she has not been in since earlier in the third quarter.
And she was really good in the first half.
Yes, she was. Had a few little freshman mistakes that you called them. I mean, that happens. I mean, it's going to happen.
Yeah, got to play through them.
Yep. Definitely. I'm sure we'll definitely see her back in the game soon. Well, it's Miss Taylor. Excuse me, unless.
It's Diaz playing point.
Well, here we go for three. Bang. You can see it. It's beautiful. Cameron Sutton, the junior, 5'6" guard.
I think she likes playing right by her bench.
And got it. Puts it in there.
It's a timeout by Dale City.
Yeah, we'll take a quick timeout.
See the call for, yeah, let's take a break. You're watching Middale Basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
I'm starting. Moving in. All right, everybody get in real quick.
You just hold it like this, and you don't need to flash.
Learning with VR. Finals, baby! You know I got this!
I got an A. Nailed it.
We did it! Rose State College. Going somewhere starts here.
Welcome back to Middale Basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network. We're going to show this to you a couple times. The playoff schedule, that's the bracket for Carl Albert girls. We're going to show you the playoff schedule for games broadcasted on the Oklahoma Sports Network. There's a playoff bracket for Del City.
Let's have a big
All right, here we go.
Here we go.
We'll be showing you this graphic again soon. Let's go and get to the action.
This fourth quarter, which is bound to be interesting, 45-41. With a sloppy third quarter, as you mentioned, it was tight, but it was just up and down. And the fourth quarter started about a minute ago, and we're live right up the middle, and not a common miss by her. The pass now to Summer just missed it, trying just to get on the board at least once. She's been doing her part, passing the ball, playing D.
Richmond almost took someone's head off. That was an interesting sequence. First of all, you see Asia Poole back in.
Yes.
So she was out for less than a minute of time.
Yeah.
I think that full timeout called by Del City actually helped Coach Ritchie decide, hey, I'm ready to bring her in now with that timeout.
And here comes your favorite.
Yeah, there we go. And the other thing is, because Sutton and other players for Carl Albert started making threes, did you see that wide open lane Asia Poole had? She was so surprised. I think she missed that layup because she was so surprised how wide open she was.
You just don't see that every day, and like I said, it was an uncommon miss, but yeah, those kind of things happen. It's like a wide open pass in football, and it's, you're so wide open, you don't expect that, and then you drop it.
That's right, and that's basically what happened, and that's because Del City was probably told you got to watch these three-point shooters now. They're starting to hurt you, especially Sutton, who makes both free throws there.
Makes both of them right there. And like we said earlier, this lead will get real larger for Carl Albert, and Del City has to tighten it back up, convert on these shots. It was just a 4-point game a little bit ago. Almost turned it over there, but nice little grab there by Summer Polk, who's trying to get on the board and
ball reach in there.
Yep. So works in the favor of Del City right here.
We might as well say this every time Del City shoots, as long as they're trailing. It's a very important free throws.
Ariana Diaz was on the foul, allowing Summer to go up there and get her two. Try to get on the board. Just give me one, and she does.
There we go. We're seeing them make the front end there.
Yep.
That's real important. I don't care at what point we're at in the game. I always consider the front end of a one-and-one a clutch free throw.
And nice. Got both free throws there. Summer Pogue gets herself on the board. No field goals, but she got her 2 points. Here we go. Asia Poole. Looked like she was going to shoot it, but the pass out here, she's going to make it. If I could believe it. No, she's off the board. Too strong.
And Pogue didn't box out the shooter. She leaked out instead, so she gambled there. That's why they call it gambling. Sometimes it doesn't work out for you.
Right. Good point. Here we go. The pass out here now to Diaz, and she looking for somebody. Got her in the corner. Dangerous. No good. Too strong. That was Cameron Sutton. And down goes Angel Boucher and Asha Moore.
Jump ball will stay with Carl Albert. So Del City, Carl Albert's going to call a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. So let's go ahead and bring up the schedule of games we're going to broadcast on the girls' side for the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Right.
And that's going to be Thursday. This is the plan. Now, I don't think it's totally official yet, but we're hoping to broadcast these games. So 6:30 p.m., Del City and Southeast will play a first-round elimination game at Lott MacArthur. And also Duncan versus Ardmore. We hope to have that game on the Oklahoma Sports Network, at least on the Duncan channel. And also we have a partnership going with Ardmore during the playoffs, so we'll share broadcasts sometimes. And then the 8 p.m. time slot, Altus at Carl Albert. We believe the Altus crew will be here where we're sitting to call that game. Santa Fe South, by the way, Santa Fe South and Altus are both playing at Carl Albert and at Midwest City for girls and boys. Santa Fe South girls at Midwest City, and Elgin at Lawton MacArthur.
Well.
So that's 5 games on that Thursday.
It took you a while to get done with that list. A whole lot of games going on. A whole lot of basketball for you, ladies and gentlemen. A whole lot of basketball for you. 47-43 your score. Titans lead right now at the moment.
Now, even though it's not the best defense against three-point shooting, Del City is going back to the 2-3 zone. I like that decision, though. I think it's worth the gamble doing that because that's probably been your best defense for rebounding, and also that's where Thornton can be at her best on defense, too.
Like you said, it's worth the gamble, definitely. Pass now here to Moore. She's going to pull up, and nice rebound there by Moore, but
well, that was Thornton. She forced the miss with her long arms over Diaz. She's a foot taller than Diaz. Or not Diaz, I'm sorry, Poole.
Yeah.
And then she deflected out of bounds there.
Both 24s going at it for Carl Albert and Dale City. Interesting matchup, except Carl Albert's 24. She can hit from the three-point line. A pass now. Oh, nice to recover that because it almost went out of bounds. Diaz trying to make a play for her squad. Pass down low. Oh, my goodness, and a foul. The body language is a bit poor right now for
Well, Thornton's frustrated, but she got there, but there's contact. That's a good call. There's body contact. I think Boucher's got to prevent that pass.
Yeah.
And it's frustrating because Del City was really energetic on defense. They had a good defensive possession going, except they just couldn't get that missed rebound earlier. And they foul there. Works out for them so far with that first free throw not going in.
Asha Moore, too strong off the glass, that first free throw. She's been working her tail off in this game. Going against a 6'2" freshman and Thornton. Here we go. Nia Hudson travels up the court, trying to find somebody to make a play. She finds McAllister. Been saying her name all day, as usual. And luckily for the right reasons, and she draws a foul.
I don't know how she does it.
Nope.
Because, I mean, Asia Poole, really, that's not a good foul on her. She should be smarter than that. She's a senior.
Right.
And, again, a lot of it's about adjusting to where the foul's called. But you're sending someone to the free throw line with that type of foul. Interesting for Del City, Adrian Richmond's not in the game right now. And she's also been quiet since halftime. We'll see if she comes back in.
I just noticed we haven't said her name in a minute. Richmond. And McAllister, no good on the first one.
And McAllister had a bit of a good run going from the free throw line.
She did.
I think there's still enough time left. Del City's close enough that they can stick with that 2-3 zone. They just got to close the deal by getting defensive rebounds. Carl Albert will try to draw you out. They'll try to draw you out of position. They're one of the best passing teams. That's why they're number one. They got the shooting, but they got the passing to go with it. You have to have good passing really to have good shooting.
That time McAllister gets it in. And trying to draw the foul. And she did.
I think that's 4 on Poole.
Jalen McAllister.
That is.
She drew it.
Poole's going to come out right now. Yep. It's 4.
Going to sit down, and you can tell by the Carl Albert bench they're not happy with how things are going for them right now, even with the 4-point lead.
I'll say that was a heck of a job by McAllister drawing that. And that's the gamble right now when you're in the penalty. Del City's right back in this thing.
McAllister for 3. Ooh,
and then she shoots that. Yeah. You know, Jalen McAllister will give you a lot, and every now and then she does something that'll leave you scratching your head. I just don't think that was a good rhythm shot for her after making a great defensive play.
No, but I'm sure she'll make up for it within the next 4:40 in this game.
Well, if she does, it'll be because she attacks the basket more than likely.
Yeah, then the shooter. Oh, man.
Now, I don't think that's a bad foul. I think that's a good gamble. Unfortunately, it became a foul.
Yeah.
It's going to be 2 free throws for Diaz.
I'm not sure where Jalen that is in terms of fouls.
It's 4.
4 for her.
So she has 4. I don't think you can take her out. I think that's Richie has a luxury to take out Diaz, or Poole, I'm sorry.
Right.
Webb does not have the luxury of taking out McAllister.
Cameron Sutton knocks it down that time, makes it a 5-point game, 49-44. Carl Albert leads.
This big Del City should consider pressing too with Poole out of the game.
She does it again. Lead getting a little wide again for the Eagles, who are trying to make a comeback. Not really a comeback, just trying to, that it's been a 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, 4 point type game all night. And it's just getting a little wider. Cushion's closing a little bit. Oh, and it's rebounded there by Asha Moore, who passes it to Taylor. Taylor, who runs past a defender, who gets it out to the corner. 3, no good. Off the rim. Ref calls it.
I think it'll be Eagle basketball, but they got to get these rebounds.
Yeah, really do.
So one thing about 2-3 zone, or any zone, is sometimes you're just not in position to rebound like you need to be, as opposed to a man-to-man defense, but they need to get those rebounds. They can possibly push it into transition. That's what they have not had much of, is transition.
Well, the pass down to Thornton. She got it.
Love the way she used her body there. Good move.
Smart. Shelby Thornton realizing her length and her size advantage and put it to work. Taylor here to the outside with the pass now to back to Moore, who puts it up and is no good. The rebound by Bechet, who has it was going to McAllister, but it didn't, but she got it back and Jalen lays it in.
Great drive, and Carl Albert did not want to foul her.
Wow.
And she did a good job avoiding contact, too.
Here we go, that's Diaz trying to.
Boy, Thornton is playing so good at that position right there. She forced the last 2 misses.
Yep.
That transition basket was because of her defense, and then she forced a stop here, and it's a 2-point game. Del City can tie here.
No one wants to just go and drive against her, and she's big. Oh, here we go. Summer Polk for 3. Not enough air under it. She airballed that time, but it's all right. Mariah Taylor can make a post vote for 3. No good off the mark. Rebound by Moore, who is not afraid to go up, and ball snatched from her by Anaya Hudson.
So once I think it was about the time that Del City got within 2, you saw Asia Poole at the scores table. So she's back in with 4. McAllister has 4. It's going to be very interesting to see how we finish here.
Well, Diaz with the pass in. She's matched up against Thornton. Now she gives it out. No good again from Cameron Sutton on the 3.
Again, rebounding's a problem for Del City.
It is a problem. Diaz with pass. Taylor puts it up. It's good. She lays it in beautifully that time for the Titans. Makes it a 4-point ball game. A nice pass. Oh, and can't grab it. Haul it in. Missed opportunity by Del City.
I disagree. I don't think that's a good pass. I think Thornton is not, again, she's only a freshman. That's a tough pass for her to catch while she's still running.
Yeah.
I don't think she was ready for a pass yet.
It was a little out of reach, even for her with her long reach. And a 3 ball again. Kofor that time. No good. Hudson taking it down the court. Puts it up. She's fouled. And the Del City bench shows their pride and their excitement with hand claps and praise.
This might be the best girls game we've had so far on the Oklahoma Sports Network. The first one between Carl Albert and Midwest City was also good. Carl Albert pulled away late. That might happen here too. Just when you think you're ready to count Del City out, they make something happen to stay in it. Both teams have 3 timeouts, by the way, so it'll be interesting to see how they are used.
Well, here we go. Hudson. Oh, nice shot. What a nice shot there by Hudson. Anaya Hudson, the junior. She's 5'5". She's not very tall.
She's really getting the minutes you probably would normally see Richmond get.
Yeah. Richmond still not in the game here. That's Bechet with the pass on McAllister.
Oh, they could call timeout. I thought about to call travel.
Yeah, travel. Yeah.
Because there's nothing else they could have called, but they call a timeout.
Yep.
So it's still Del City ball. I thought McAllister was about to score there.
Yeah.
So it's 32nd. We'll keep it here. Yeah, you saw where McAllister caught the ball off a missed free throw. So, the teams have kind of mirrored each other with some of the mistakes they made. Not great defensive rebounding, some turnovers, some missed free throws. I think Del City's been a little bit better in transition. Carl Albert's been better at shooting threes. But again, after the missed free throw, McAllister caught the ball. She was about to make a move and go score. And that timeout was called to prevent that, and it may work out for Del City.
Yep. 52-49, your score, 1:53 to play. As we predicted, it might just be a very wild, interesting, and fun ending in this ball game. It's been tight all game.
Free throws will be a big deal.
Oh, definitely. It will definitely be a big deal.
And for Del City, it's important. You're gonna feel like shooting a three, even though there's a lot of time left. You're down three. That makes you want to shoot a three if it's there. I would discourage that. Don't settle for any type of three.
The next 53 seconds will be very interesting. And out of bounds.
They're trying to run some type of wheel pattern for Boucher. Carl Albert defended it pretty well. So we'll see if Del City has a secondary baseline out of bounds play to call.
They're counting here, and then,
what's the call? A Carl Albert player fell down. That would be a late whistle if it's on Carl Albert.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Well, two seconds been taken off.
So Boucher had the ball, and she, see here's Boucher had it. She just lost it going up. Good defense there by Moore.
That's Cameron Sutton going to
and
the line.
Sutton's been, she was pretty reliable last time she was at the foul line.
Oh, yeah, she's been very reliable from the free throw line all game. Oh, well, I've been.
The jinx is real.
Yeah, I've been doing that all game. I better shut up. I'm doing it all game. But for her second time, I didn't say anything, and she got it.
So Sutton will come out. Interesting decision there. Again, they're going to have Taylor in. Taylor, again, more of a post-up mentality, even though she's not that tall. She's going to guard Boucher.
Right. Well, McAllister here. Going to drive in. Didn't draw a foul, but she missed the shot. And
great shot. She did everything but make it.
Yeah.
It was in and out there, too.
Everything looked good. Everything looked good.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see is Del City going to go full court press, but they have to make a shot first to set that up.
And Angel Boucher, she misses it, can't convert. And it's Moore being very aggressive, her and McAllister.
And Moore just wasn't where McAllister was. She basically gave that ball to her.
Right.
And Del City, this will be their fourth baseline out of bounds opportunity in the last few seconds.
But here to pass it in is Hudson. Oh, nice grab there by McAllister. She just can't get it in, puts it back up, and she's fouled. She draws it.
That's where, again, you want confidence attempting a shot with your right hand, and McAllister just wasn't ready to do that yet. Maybe it wouldn't have been any different if she did, but at least she got a rebound and can make this a 2-point game here. And Carl Albert will bring in some shooters.
Here we go here. Jalen shoot two. Trying to close the lead gap. Trying to bring her team back with 1:23 to play. Doesn't do good on the first shot.
And the one thing about shooting free throws, other than the fact, of course, you want to make it, but you can set up your defense even on a miss. So ideally it's a make, of course, but now they're going to bring everyone back for Del City. I'm going to be interested to see if they decide to press. Carl Albert, of course, is a guard-heavy team, so they thrive against the press, you would think.
Well, they take out Thornton and put the sophomore Keila Howard in for Del City. And Jalen gets it that time.
Yeah, they are going to press. That's probably why they took out Thornton.
Yeah. On the double there. A pass, he's wide open, but the gap closes quickly. The defense is starting to tighten up a little bit. A pass here. No good for Asha Moore, and is taken away by Jalen McAllister. Jalen traveling down the court, puts it up, no good. No foul drawn. And a rebound there by the Titans. 54 to play. They're going to slow it down as they should. McAllister, very missed opportunity on that shot. They're going to call it.
That's a good call, reaching there on Hudson. This tough ending for McAllister. She's had a good game for most of it. You know, I think she really wanted to draw that 5th foul on Poole, and she just kind of lost focus on making that shot. She's missed 3 shots around the basket in the last few seconds.
It was a tough go, and she makes it. Oh, man. It's been a tough and tight game all night.
Yeah, big free throw for Diaz.
Yep.
Del City still has 2 timeouts.
Yep, and nice opportunity.
They can get a good, quick basket here. They'll probably take one, set up their defense.
That might have iced it, but we'll see. Summer Pope with the pass now. I heard McAllister, who was looking at the goal, and she puts it up, and she's fouled.
She's gotten some good looks, just hasn't been able to convert, but crucial free
looks.
throws here.
Very good looks. Yeah, they are crucial. As you said, at about 3 minutes in the game left in the 4th quarter, that these free throws are going to be crucial, and they're coming to be so here in this game.
By the way, after the game, I'll go down and interview the winning coach, and then we will get in the mode of the boys' game going.
And McAllister delivers on that first one.
So Coach Webb does not have to call a timeout here because she can sub however she wants, and she can set up her defense however she wants. They got to stop. The last time they forced a tough shot from Carl Albert. Boucher made a great defensive play. Unfortunately, they couldn't convert on the other end, but maybe they can force the turnover here.
Here we go, 55-51. Jalen McAllister, 36.7 seconds left to play in this ball game. Jalen, very crucial free throw. Looks good, no good. Rebound made by Hudson, and it's recovered.
Almost stepped out, but they're going to call a foul. That might be on McAllister, holding up the 0. She's out of the game, unfortunately.
Wow.
Just so many shots around the paint. I mean, if they made that would have been a 3-point possession.
Man. Well, I mean, the game's not over. They have 31 seconds left to make something happen, but if he makes these free throws, she'll ice it.
I think that's one of the toughest challenges for Del City. How far can they go in the playoffs?
Right.
I could see them going to state. I could also see them going 1 and 2. Big thing will be they gotta be more efficient on offense. Sometimes they can go on these long scoring droughts.
Yeah, that's very true.
Diaz misses that free throw, so we're gonna have a timeout. Let's see who called it here. Let's call Albert calling the timeout.
Yeah.
Kind of like Richie's icing his free throw shooter.
Yep.
But anyway, for Del City, we saw their matchups. You know, a date with Lawton MacArthur looks like it's a strong possibility. They'll be on the road for that game. The game will be at Lawton MacArthur if that's the matchup, which on paper looks like it will be. So it's worth talking about. And they need to get Ramsey back.
Yep.
And the other thing is they got to figure out a way to be more efficient on offense. They had their chances in this game to be closer, and they're still in this game, but it's not a good situation because McAllister fouled out, and meanwhile Diaz has one more free throw for Carl Albert.
And it's not like Del City, like you said, as you mentioned earlier, they're not very strong when it comes to shooting from behind the 3-point line or just making these jump shots in general. They are a very go attack the rim type basketball team, and I mean, it's going to be a rough 31 seconds to try to catch up, I'd be sure.
As for Carl Albert, if they get Landon back, I think they'll be just fine. I fully expect them to win their region and be playing for state on Thursday, 2 weeks.
Oh, and Del City still has it. They're trying to 20 seconds, and they're wasting a little time here. They got this young sophomore in the game right there. Howard puts it up. Howard is good.
They call a timeout if they want.
Yeah, and they do.
It's a one-score game. The tough thing for Del City is they're not bringing back Richmond in, so I wonder if she's hurt. I don't want to over-speculate that. There may be something else going on.
Yeah.
But it's interesting that McAllister fouls out, so you would want Richmond in normally, but Coach Webb's playing a little differently. This is a full timeout. We'll keep it here. 3-point game. And yeah, for Del City, it's going to be about getting that steal. And unfortunately, they have to make a 3. I don't think they made one this entire game.
Nope, they're going to have to get that 3, tie the game, and we'll see how far it goes from there. 56-53. Nice shot there by the sophomore to get him back on track.
I might tell my players if I was Coach Webb, which I'm not smart enough to be, but if you get a steal, get the quick 2. We got timeout. I'll take it then. We'll be down 1.
Right.
And then we can try to.
We'll be down 1.
Something happen then, instead of just thinking we now have to shoot a 3 right away. If they get a steal.
Right. That's if they get a steal. It's 12 seconds left. So, I mean, not a whole lot of time, but enough time.
Meanwhile, that lineup for Carl Albert, that is a experienced season lineup, perfect lineup you want in this situation because they got the guards, the ball handling, the free throw shooting.
Perfect is the word.
We'll see what Del City can do there.
Where that steal comes in and draw the foul.
Good inbounds play to free up. I believe that's Kennedy Kofer, and that's one of the players you don't mind seeing her shoot free throws if you're Carl Albert. Just needs one to ice it. What's interesting is when McAllister came out, usually when you're ahead, you don't press, but that's what Carl Albert did. One of the few times they pressed, and I like that call by Coach Ritchie. They almost got a steal off of that because and I think he did it because McAllister came out. Well, again, don't want to sing the praises of Kofer too early.
Yeah.
I don't think this changes anything. Either way, she normally is a player you want up at the free throw line here, but surprised she missed that one.
There we go.
Just needs one to ice it. Game over.
That's it.
I think this should be it. Yeah, Carl Albert's slowing them down, and then they
steal the ball.
That's going to take a lot of time off.
That's it.
That's it.
That'll be it. They'll hold it.
All right, going to be interviewing Coach Ritchie in a moment.
What an ending. What a game.
We'll go to a break real quick, and then I'll have my interview with Coach Ritchie. And then the boys' game, you are watching Middale Basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
For 60 years, Hudeberg Auto Group has serviced all makes and models. Hudeberg has combined hundreds of years of experience to better serve you.
Hudeberg Auto Group uses the latest in technology and utmost customer care to get your vehicle back on the road safely and cost efficiently.
That tickles. Hudeberg Auto Group.
You can count on Hudeberg.
We'll give you more.
You can count on Hudeberg. We'll give you more.
Hey, Jacoby, we good? All right, we're good. Hey, Coach Ritchie, your team went undefeated in conference. What does that sound like?
It sounds great. These girls from day one, that was the goal of ours. Undefeated conference champs, couldn't be prouder. That got us to 20 wins on the season. That's great. But what these girls will understand and they know, after tonight, everybody is 0-0. No matter if we're 20-2, number 1 seed. It's not an easy road to get to the state tournament. You're going to have to beat somebody good, and they know that.
Now, you knew Del City was going to play you tough, and they did. And they had size and speed. How does this type of challenge that the Eagles brought help you in the postseason?
It's a great game to go into the playoffs on. They play hard. Mariah does a great job. There was no, man, I wonder what they do. This is two coaches, two teams that know each other really, really well, and they did a great job. You know, they were without one of theirs tonight. We were without Celia, and we always preach next girl up because you're one play away from playing, and that's what happened tonight.
How confident are you, no matter whether she's streaking or cold, are you in Cameron Sutton shooting?
I was a shooter, and my coach told me shooters have a short memory, and I said make the next one. Her and Kennedy, Kennedy shot the 3 in the corner. She missed it there with about a minute and a half, but then she steps up and makes the free throw to pretty much ice it. So those two really have ice in their veins, and I'll go with them at any moment in time.
All right, Coach, we look forward to seeing your team in the playoffs. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
All right, coming up now, interview I had. We're going to go to the boys' game now and show you an interview I had with Del City head coach Lenny Hatchett. All right, joined by Del City boys coach Lenny Hatchett. Coach, you've been going through the meat of your schedule in conference, playing a bunch of 5A teams, winning every game. This is coming off the heels of a great stretch where you're playing a lot of tough 6A teams plus Tulsa Memorial in those tournaments. Was there any type of concern about a letdown in those games? Because, playing the 5A teams while they're in your conference are not as sexy as playing at Edmond Santa Fe or a Jinx or a Tulsa Memorial.
We try to make sure we tell our kids every game is important, because I think anybody can get beat on any given day if you don't come out there to play. And there's been some times where we didn't play as well as I thought we should be able to play, especially defensively. I know when El Reno came to us and played us, they did a really good job of doing some things that we haven't seen and kind of caught us off guard. But we bounced back and did what we needed to do second half. So I wouldn't say. It's like I tell our guys, everybody's coming after us. Everybody's going to give us the best effort, and they're going to play the best. And we got to make sure that we're ready for whatever they give us and focus on what we do best.
So you're going to be without a couple of your bigger players moving forward. David Stone's moved on, and Jaden Foreman's hurt. So how does that affect your depth, and how have players been able to step up in those absences with more minutes or more opportunities?
Well, it definitely hurts your depth. Especially when you lose a kid like Foreman that's started ever since he's gotten the gym from football, and he's been a 3-year program guy with us. And losing Stone, was able to do some things that a lot of bigs aren't able to do just because of his size and strength and toughness that he brings inside the paint. But, we've had a bunch of group of guys that have stepped in practice and raised their game and gotten opportunities in some of these last games to see what we can do. And you gotta move on to the next guy. That's kind of how athletics is. Of course you hate losing those guys, especially guys that are integral parts to your program. But I know Foreman's been one of those kids that's been with us with support as much as he can through phone. He comes up to the games, which means a lot to our guys and it means a lot to me. And we just have to focus on what we have in that gym that's healthy, and we have to go to battle with that, and we'll see what we can do.
So getting more minutes, more opportunities is Percy Green. Last time we had you on the Oklahoma Sports Network, he was great against Midwest City. He had another 30-point game recently. How has he evolved as a player in front of your eyes these last few games?
I just think every game he's getting better. He's figuring it out. I think, he's starting to figure out when our inside game is going well, it really softens up the outside. It's pretty much it's pretty simple, and Brandon and Terry have been playing pretty consistent. I know Brandon's had past couple games. He's had a couple 25, 20-plus games, and that helps Percy get a lot of shots. Percy's just a kid he's got a lot of diversity to his game. He can mix it up inside out. He can shoot the ball. He's a strong kid, and he's playing with a lot more confidence than he was at the beginning of the year. And I think that's huge for us as we make this run going into tomorrow's last regular season game and also the playoffs.
Now you mentioned playoffs. I don't know how many years this is, but sure, it's several straight years where you host a regional. Would it be 5? Does that sound about right?
It'd be our 6th year if we get to host a regional. Mm-hmm.
And what is that? Do you get a sense of accomplishment with that, being that consistent?
Oh, without a doubt. You get a chance to hopefully have an opportunity to play 2 extra home games, one for sure. And, it's like we tell our kids, that's why you play your regular season. You play your regular season, try to win the games you're supposed to so you can hopefully get one of those top seeds 1 through 4 so you can get a chance to host a regional game.
All right, against Carl Albert, your former high school. Yep. One of the interesting things about this matchup is when we look at the starting lineups, there'll be no seniors. So these are rotations we could see next year. So it wouldn't be shocked to see both teams at the top of 5A again next year. And that's where they are this year, the top 2 seeds in the West. So it's another 1 versus 2 matchup we're lucky to have. What are your thoughts about the Titans this year?
They're well coached. They do what they do well, and for what they've been doing all year. They're extremely hard-nosed kids that play tough. I really think they defend well. and they can cause some problems. You know, I've watched them several times this year, and they're like, those kids don't know how to lose, you know, and that's something that Carl Albert's had going for a long time over there, and these kids, I don't see any difference in them.
One last question. I just spoke about an hour ago with the Carl Albert girls coach, Kyle Ritchie, and I know from seeing it in Facebook, but also hearing him talk, and you as well, that you two are friends currently, but also you're friends that go way back to high school, go play in Carl Albert together. And first of all, boy, did he have some stories about you. No, I'm kidding. He didn't have any. He didn't tell me any stories. He didn't take the bait. But I'm going to go ahead and ask you anyway. Do you have a story or a thought or two about Coach Ritchie?
You know, I'm sure I have plenty, but, you know, we've always took a code of oath that back in high school, you know, some things we just can't say. You know, we have to keep ourselves.
Understood. Well, he just so you know, he maintained that code.
Oh, good. That's good to know. That'll help our friendship, because if he did, then I was going to have to change that for a little bit.
All right. Well, maybe one of these days then. All right. Well, Coach Hatchett, thank you very much. We look forward to the game.
Hey, thank you for covering it tomorrow. We look forward to seeing you.
All right.
For 60 years, Hudeberg Auto Group has serviced all makes and models. Hudeberg has combined hundreds of years of experience to better serve you.
Hudeberg Auto Group uses the latest in technology and utmost customer care to get your vehicle back on the road safely and cost efficiently.
And that tickles. Hudeberg Auto Group.
You can count on Hudeberg.
We'll give you more.
You can count on Hudeberg. We'll give you more.
And welcome back to Middale Basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network. This is being played live at Carl Albert Fieldhouse in Midwest City, Oklahoma. Matchup between the top two teams in 5A West. Number 1, Del City against number 2, Carl Albert. These teams are the defending state champions in 5A and 6A. Let's look at the rankings one more time, and you can see 4 of the 5 teams listed are Oklahoma Sports Network teams, along with 3 of the top 4 Middale teams. And so we hope to have a lot of those games on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Let's look at the bracket first for Del City. I'm sorry, that's Carl Albert. We'll stick with Carl Albert. They are hosting Altus next week at the Carl Albert region. They would play the winner of El Reno and Eisenhower on Saturday if they advance. And then let's look at Del City's bracket real quick. They are also hosting just a few miles down the road. So is Midwest City, so 3 regions really close together. But Del City will host Guyman. That's the 16th seed. Del City is the number 1 overall seed, and they would, if they win, like they're expected to, play the winner of Guthrie Noble on Saturday night. If it's Noble, that would be interesting, because that's Coach Dwayne Bradley, the former Midwest City coach and a Del City graduate back in the day.
Welcome.
All right, let's go ahead and go live.
Senior night at Carl Albert High School. Please stand for our national anthem. Welcome to Titan Fieldhouse, some of the best basketball in the state of Oklahoma, right here in Middale. let's meet the visitors from Dell City, the number 1 team in Class 5A. They're coached by Mr. Lenny. He's a junior. Number 4, Marius. Also a junior, number 10, Brandon Garrison. Another junior, number 12, Jamari McAllister. He's a junior, number 22, Percy Green. And number 24, a junior, Terry McMorris. That's your starting lineup for Dell City. And now let's meet the starting lineup for your Carl Albert Titans visiting on this senior night. He's a senior, number 1, Demarion Brown. He's a junior, number 3, Jordan England. Also a junior, number 5, Tashawn James. A sophomore, number 11, Jaden Mott. And the sophomore, number 22, Quincy Hopkins. Those are your starters for Carl Albert.
All right, Ray, as we look at the starting lineup real quick, one thing interesting to note, I didn't realize this till yesterday, but Jaden Foreman is out for Dell City. He will not be playing this season. That's a tough loss.
Wow.
So that hurts the depth for Dell City, especially inside, because as we also did not know last time we broadcast Dell City game, but David Stone is not with the team anymore.
Right.
He's moved on to some great opportunities in the land of sunshine. But that hurts, again, Dell City's depth. But that starting lineup they have is still really good. One player who's come on for him is Percy Green.
Percy Green.
Who I swear he's like several inches taller than he was last year. And he has an element of size for Dell City. Last year, I think a big key for them is they had 3 above-average height players in McMorris, Garrison, and, of course, Keandre Young. And they have that again this year. And McMorris and Garrison, and also now Percy Green.
Well,
this should be a fun matchup.
It will be a fun matchup. Number 1 versus number 2, both state champions a year ago. And here we go. Dell City with the ball. Demarius Veely up the court. Trying to find a man to go to. I'm sure I'll be able to pick who we'll eventually find. I was wrong, but he gets it to McAllister, now to Green. Now Terry McMorris down to Brandon Garrison. Back to Terry. The pass to Veely for 3. It's no good. And a rebound there by Tashawn James.
Tashawn James. They considered not playing him in this game because he's not 100%.
Wow.
But he felt good, and Coach Price decided to stick with him. He had an outstanding game against Del Reno last week.
Tashawn James, the two-sport athlete, multi-sport athlete, really good football player. And was rejected by Terry McMorris, but has another opportunity, and it's no good. Very aggressive down there was James and Terry McMorris. Here Percy Green with the pass out to McAllister, who had a look and passed quickly to McMorris, but Terry not ready for it. That gives Veely a chance here one-on-one with Brown. McMorris pass to Garrison, who takes the shot. Brandon, no good off the mark. And Quincy Hopkins, the sophomore, with the ball now.
Very interesting matchups for Carl Albert. Mott's the most interesting one, being guarded by Garrison. He had a tough game against Del Reno. He gets open there. He's got to make those. Good. Garrison was switched off of him. He was going against the smaller McAllister. He's got to make those shots.
Demarius Veely, the pass to McAllister, who gets it to Percy Green. Percy, who puts it up. It is no good.
Well, that's Percy Green guarding Tashawn James.
Yeah, Tashawn James here matched up right now with Percy Green. A matchup we'll be keeping a close eye on the whole game. He drives in, it's no good. Oh, strong defense by McAllister, who he's best. That's what he's best known for, playing defense. Percy puts it up. What a play.
You're seeing how confident he's getting. I mean, he was just a shooter last year, Ray. He just shot. Yeah. Now he's doing other stuff for him.
Right. What a play.
And for Carl Albert, Coach Price told me they want to try to get Garrison away from the basket, and they've done that their last 2 possessions. They've got him away from the basket, but they still couldn't convert in the paint. That's got to change for Carl Albert to stay in this game. They have to take advantage of the scoring opportunities.
Well, here we are. Quincy Hopkins with the pass now to James. Deshaun James, who we're going to call tonight, who's matched up with Percy Green, and you just gave Percy a whole lot of praise a few seconds ago. Pass now to Jordan England, who will also mention a lot tonight, who's matched up with Garrison, and
they're going to call McAllister for a foul. So again, they switched. It's amazing that Del City switches as much as they do, because that's a way for other teams to deliberately take Garrison away from the basket. However, not that I would question the wisdom of Lenny Hatchett, but what that will do is create a switch sometimes, and Mott was switched on to McAllister, so he tried to post him up. McAllister's called for a foul.
And that's England, no good. Too strong off the board. And a pass to McAllister, but a pass to the wrong team. That's Deshaun James there. No, excuse me, it's not. That's DeMarion Brown. Whoa, puts it in, contested by Terry McMorris, but Terry couldn't get there in time.
Yeah, they didn't get McMorris or Garrison away from the basket that time, but then they scored. So it's kind of a funny start so far for Carl Albert.
Veely matched up with Brown. They're going to call a foul on DeMarion Brown.
And DeMarion Brown, he's kind of like an undersized post player, but they're using him on defense to go up against Veely.
Yeah.
So obviously, Coach Price wouldn't do that if he didn't think Brown had the foot speed to match Veely.
So there we go, 2-2 your score. With 4 minutes being taken off in this fourth quarter. Low-scoring game already. Terry McMorris matched up with James. Deshaun James and Terry, that's going to be one heck of a matchup. And it's off the fingertips of Terry. That'll be Carl Albert's basketball.
The thing about McMorris, he wants to attack baseline as much as he can, but if you close off that space, he can be a little bit mistake-prone.
Terry, a very active, wild, and high-energy player. And that's England now matched up with McAllister. England puts up the 3. He's 0 for 2. What a strong rebound there by Brandon Garrison, a Division I recruit.
A high Division I recruit.
Yeah, right. As usual, I should mention very high Division I recruit. And McAllister, what a play! Puts it back up.
Tough for Carl Albert. You got to keep Del City's guards from the boards. It's one thing if Garrison gets an offensive rebound, but you shouldn't let McAllister do that.
Shouldn't. And then here goes McAllister. Nice hustle, Brandon Garrison. You better watch it. There he is. Brandon Garrison slams it down.
Set up by terrific defense from Veely. And Carl Albert really is not sure if he had what to do on offense.
Jordan England here. Matched up 1-1 with McAllister. McAllister, arguably the best defender on this basketball team. Garrison loses a bit control, regains control. Oh, he definitely walked with that one too many steps.
Yeah, you don't want your post players dribbling the ball that much, but a good timeout here by Coach Price. Yep. As, again, offense is a bit of a problem now for Carl Albert. We're going to call a 30-second timeout. We do want to mention that our first quarter sponsor is Super Sub, located at 2150 South Douglas, Midwest City, the best subs in Oklahoma City. Try Toasted Daily Sub, famous Philly cheesesteak, chicken Philly, or the Wicked Chicken, whatever that is. I look forward to trying it. They're now open on Saturdays, by the way, from 11 to 3. That's Super Sub. Now, for Carl Albert, they are trying to take McMorris away from not just McMorris, but mainly Garrison away from the basket. But they're also finding out that Del City's guards are no slouch on defense either, and they're kind of being suffocated right now.
Yep, we're finding that out real quick. Here we go, 2-6 your score right now. Del City leading at the moment.
By the way, Tayshaun James is playing point right now. That's usually Jordan England's position for Carl Albert. But what they're doing is they're putting England, I like this, because he's being guarded by Veely, they start about in the high post. Running a good backdoor play from him, but Carl Albert was ready. Good rotation there by McAllister.
Yep. And Del City, though.
Yeah, Del City's defense is on point right now.
Yeah, man. McAllister leading the way, the best defender on this basketball team. Undoubtedly. Here goes Veely. Marching down the court. Matched up 1-on-1 with DeMarion Brown. Veely trying to communicate with his team. Nice high pass to Garrison. Garrison pulls up too strong off the glass. And now Jordan England trying to make something happen. And, I mean,
it's a good thing McAllister was there.
Even without the foul, he was going to be badly rejected by Brandon Garrison.
Yeah, I'm surprised Jordan England tried that, but thanks to McAllister's presence, there was someone who could foul him because, Garrison would have had that eaten up.
Definitely respected by England, showing no fear to the big 6'10" junior, Brandon Garrison.
By the way, speaking of super subs, they are our free throw sponsor. We saw a lot of that in the girls' game.
Yeah, we did.
I think Del City, though, they take pride in not fouling because of the size and speed they have, the combination there. They can play great defense without fouling. So we'll see how many free throws Carl Albert ends up getting, but they are very much still in this game, even though they've struggled a bit in the early going.
England made his two there, Terry McMorris. And Terry is no good, and it's off the glass, and Brandon's not happy because he believes it was off of Carl Albert's fingertips. Quincy Dawkins to pass it in now to Tayshawn James. James marching up the court. One-on-one with Terry McMorris. Trying to find somebody to hand the ball off to.
Well, they want to post up Jordan England.
Yep. A pass now to Brown. Brown versus Veely. Brown just bigger than Veely and drives in, but everything is good there except the shot.
Well, he's not comfortable using his left hand, and he probably should have there.
Here he goes, Parsley Green. He'll usually hit those in and out. To Sean James. Matched up here. One-on-one. Nigel Thomas. And three. I thought England was going to go for the three. Pump fake me and everybody else, and he rejected Brandon Garrison. We'll say that often. Terry McMorris, here we go. He's fouled and one.
Think about Terry McMorris. He's not, I wouldn't say he's smooth. He's kind of rough when he drives to the basket. He's just, I would say rigid may be a better word.
Yeah.
But he's 6'6", he's athletic, he plays hard.
Physical.
And yes, he'll draw that contact. And for Jaden Mott, probably the only time he has to worry about someone blocking his shots when he's going up against Brandon Garrison, but that's what happened there. He's got to realize it's a different type of challenge for him.
Yeah, Jaden Mott, 6'6", not used to that. He's very much used to doing the rejecting. Not in this case.
He's used to getting those shots off.
Yeah.
Del City with the press, and it works. Carl Albert was not ready for it.
Percy Green, Demarius Veely behind the line. Matched up. Someone falls, and then there's no good for Veely. Foul.
It's Kanigel Thomas there with the foul.
Yep.
Thing is, we know Kanigel is a tremendous athlete.
Tremendous.
On the field, so on the court, you expect that to be the case as well.
Kanigel, a very good defender. Defensive back for Del City. Division I offers for him for football. But as you say, a tremendous athlete. Can do it all.
Wouldn't be surprised if he ran track in college.
Yeah. Well, I was about to say a three-sport athlete. Runs track. Here we go. Sean James matched up with Veely. Trying to find somewhere to go. He finds England. England now trying to find somewhere to go. Matched up with Percy Green.
There's the Carl Albert quarterback, Reed DeQuazy, coming in.
DeQuazy lays it in. Rejected though. Not Percy Green, but Terry McMorris.
So you get past one tall guy, you got another one to worry about.
That's crazy.
That's what makes Del City different.
Reed is 6'2". He's not the shortest guy out there. But Terry McMorris, 6'6". Obviously with the advantage. Bailey slowing it down. 17 seconds left to play in this first quarter. Better watch out. Matched up strong defensively with England, who was giving him no cushion, no room, but he got him reaching. Ref called it foul on England.
You hate to foul like that with 6 seconds to go. It's only the first foul on England, and it's not going to be free throws for Del City, but it's going to make Del City closer to the bonus in the second quarter.
Right. Here we go, 4-9. Their score. 6 to play here in the first quarter. And if I want anybody to make this three-point shot, it'd be Percy, but he doesn't even do it. And .1 left. And
good job there by Tayshawn James. You know, he's not just an athlete. He's an intelligent basketball player. We couldn't see that last year because he was hurt most of the basketball season. But then he started to play for the team in the state tournament. He got the minutes that would have gone to Antonio Watson if he didn't get hurt. So that's the end of the quarter. 9-4, Del City leads Carl Albert. We look forward to the second quarter. Kind of an ugly first quarter, but still a lot of stuff going on. And you are watching Mid-Del Basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Hi, my name is Zach Knudsen. I'm an orthopedic surgeon in Oklahoma City. I'm a specialist in hip and knee preservation, in particular cartilage restoration, hip arthroscopy, minimally invasive procedures to try to salvage hips and knees and try to prevent them from going on to arthroplasty or joint replacement. Orthopedics is unique in that it is the ability to have somebody who's injured, their life has changed, and we fix them and they can go back to doing the things that they love.
Welcome back to the Oklahoma Sports Network. Mid-Del Basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Here's some of the boys' games, or here are the boys' games we hope to show you on the Oklahoma Sports Network. At 6:30, Lawton MacArthur travels to Midwest City High School, and they will host Elgin. And also, we hope to have Lawton Eisenhower playing here at Carl Albert against El Reno. That's the 6:30 games, the 8 o'clock games, all hosted by Mid-Del teams. Altus at Carl Albert, Santa Fe South at Midwest City, and Guyman at Del City. Hope to have all those games for you on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Well, here we start the second quarter. We got England matched up with Canadra Thomas, who we talked about a little earlier for Del City. England with the height advantage on Thomas. Jordan trying to make his presence felt. Step back, no good. And the rebound made by Veely with a pass out here to Percy Green. Percy, pass to Brandon Garrison. Garrison, nice. Puts it up, and he gets his second shot of the game.
Well, Mott tried to force him to spin baseline, and Garrison was like, no, I'm still going to make my move anyway.
Right, yes, that's really what just happened. Oh, yeah, nice pass there, because that was not going to be good for...
Good pump fake.
Oh, yeah.
That's what Mott needs to do. And usually Garrison knows pump fakes are coming. He doesn't fall for them. Now, I would say DeQuazy and any player going up against Del City, that's when you want to shoot a floating shot off the backboard.
Right.
It wasn't a bad pass, but obviously he should have taken all the way in. But I think that's when you want those mid-range floating jump shots at your disposal.
Well, Jaden Mott just converted on his first free throw.
By the way, the score brought to you by Ben Osinga. Ben Osinga, Allstate Insurance. For great rates, call Ben Osinga at 405-733-4400.
Off the mark with his second, but Titans get it back. There's DeQuazy. Pass to Mott, who cannot get it. Nice effort there by DeQuazy to make sure Garrison doesn't get it. And rebound by Terry McMorris. Big, strong pair of hands by Terry.
DeQuazy needs that mid-range shot.
Terry moving a little fast. He lays it in. What a nice move by Terry McMorris.
You know, when he just decides he's going to use his long legs to cover a lot of ground really quickly.
Yeah.
That's when he can be really good.
Nice that you caught that, because that's exactly what happened. 6'6". Not taking a whole lot of steps, just taking big steps and gaining ground. And they fight for the ball. Russ let him play. And it's taken away there by Mott. Oh, Percy Green. Oh, no. Try to get it to Terry for a spectacular finish, but goes out of bounds.
And Carl Albert, they've had some good looks. They've also had some bad decision making, but I think it all comes back to that defense by Del City. That's what won them the championship last year.
Right.
They actually have a lot of new players. Neither team brought back a lot of scoring from last year, even though they both won state.
Yeah.
But both have rebuilt quite nicely.
Pass to Garrison. Bealey has done that twice now, throwing it really high, even past Garrison, who's 6'10". Bealey with a deep three. Got it. Drained it from deep. That's his first points of the game. And a timeout called here. And with that being a full timeout, we'll go to break. You're watching Mid-Del Basketball on Oklahoma Sports Network.
Here's our target. Let's shoot an azimuth and head out.
Rolling. Great drill weekend, everyone. See y'all again next month.
In the Oklahoma Army National Guard, you don't have to choose between civilian and military lifestyle.
We are back live. Ray Maytubby alongside Jordan Ray to kick off this second quarter. Titans 5, Del City 16. Battle of 1, battle of number 2. Both reigning defending state champions. Carl Albert winning in 5A a year ago. Del City winning in 6A a year ago. Del City now back to 5A. Very interesting.
I think Carl Albert right now is hating the fact that Del City's back in 5A.
They definitely will be hating that fact for the next how many years Del City is in 5A, I'm sure. And
don't forget, back in 2020, Ray, both teams were in 5A. They had a good rivalry going because Carl Albert shocked Del City.
Yeah, they did.
In the Titan Classic in the championship game. I think Del City was like 20-0 or something at that point. And then Del City won the rematch, and we were fully expecting, if it wasn't for stupid COVID, to have a championship game in 5A between those teams.
As everyone knows the story, the players were on their way to state, and when we all got the call about the COVID situation and had to turn around. Very unfortunate for all these athletes around that time, but here we go. Deshaun James matched up with, that's Terry McMorris. Oh, nice effort there. That's Mott for 3. No, excuse me, that's England. That's Jordan England for 3. He puts it in.
Yeah, he's a shorter version of Jaden Mott.
Yeah.
But he's left-handed too, and yes, he's one of the Carl Albert players who can score and score a lot. So it's good to get him going, and they needed that badly.
Well, it's Hutch Russell now matched up versus Veely. Veely, a very talented athlete, and he puts it in. Demarius Veely with 5 points right there.
So one thing Del City had not been doing this game is make jump shots, and now they're starting to do that. When that happens, just lights out.
Yep, lights out. It's beautiful.
Ooh, that very close to a turnover there.
Yep.
Mott's got to wait for that pass. Wait to make that pass.
Deshaun James matched up versus Veely there. The pass to Russell, who's looking for somewhere to go, as he's matched up with Percy Green. Russell holding the ball a little long, finds Tayshaun James once more. The pass out to England, who just had the 3 on the last series. Puts it up, it's Mott, no good. Rebound by Garrison, and
I mean, I got to give a lot of credit to Mott here. That's a great move. He got Garrison in the air. Garrison usually does not bite on pump fakes, but I think Garrison respects Mott's ability to score that much.
As he should.
Unfortunately, Mott just missed the shot.
Yep.
Did not mean to rhyme there, but again, Garrison, he almost never bites on pump fakes because he knows it's coming.
Yeah. Here we go, 18-8 your score, 10-point ball game. Veely with the pass to McMorris. Oh, Terry is fouled hard by the Kwasi there, as you mentioned, the Carl Albert quarterback.
Yes, that would be DeQuasi.
DeQuasi, excuse me.
Well, I want to ask you a question, Ray, as we get these free throws coming up. So one of the things that's interesting about this matchup is neither team plays very many seniors. Del City doesn't play any. And for Carl Albert, it's just Brown who plays.
Right.
And so I'm thinking about, man, this is good now. This could be even better next year between these teams when they play at Del City. I hope they share a tournament. They didn't this year.
Yeah.
But my question for you is, well, Jaden Foreman committed to Oklahoma State. Is there a chance he might leave early to play football, to play spring ball for Oklahoma State?
As of right now, I wouldn't know. But like you say, he's committed there. I just know from being around the locker room and stuff like that, how the coaches would definitely probably have a say-so in that, just to get him to make the right decision for himself.
Yeah. And football's his future. That would be good. So Jalen Redmond did that for Midwest City.
Yes, Jalen Redmond did that. Anthony Goodlow did that for Del City.
Yeah.
I mean, Colin Oliver did that for Edmond Santa Fe, who was at Oklahoma State right now. I mean, if football is his future, it might just be the best decision for him to make.
Well, I'm hoping he doesn't do it. I hope because I would love to see Jaden Foreman be able to play in a state tournament in a tournament next year because he won't be able to do it this year.
That's unfortunate.
So hopefully, some players will stick it out. They'll play out the semester. They'll want to play basketball for their final time of their career.
Which I agree with. I understand, especially if you have a chance to go make a run in state.
Yeah, Mikael Smith did that last year for Midwest City.
Yeah, he did. Who was at Oklahoma State?
And by the way, I don't think you'll see Nigel Thomas do that just because he's got to finish his track career. He's so good at track.
Right.
So I think he'll stick around at Del City next year. But I wonder about Foreman. Anyway, back to this game.
Yeah. We can go all day about that. Bailey right now with the pass to Percy Green. The pass to Terry McMorris. Trying to find somewhere to go. He does. Bailey. What a pass to McMorris. Terry had a look. Didn't take it. Spin. He's fouled.
Gotta say, McMorris, after he kind of blew a layup earlier, he's done a good job of picking his spots to attack, and he's gotten to the free throw line here because he's so long and covers ground in such a hurry that Carl Albert's just not. They don't know how to get in front of him and defend him well without fouling him.
Right. Well, he lays it in.
And it's just kind of has that herky-jerky motion when he goes to the basket, and it works for him.
Yep. Just it looks real aggressive, hair flying everywhere. It looks. I like seeing him attack the rim. And too strong for the second time for Terry McMorris. That's Wiley messed up with Tayshawn James. The pass here for three. Too strong off the mark. That was Russell.
He can make those. He's been a little cold lately.
Well, hopefully he warms up real quick for his team as they're down by 11. McMorris. What a strong pass.
I don't get that.
Yeah.
You know, if you're going to do that, it's better to throw a two-hand overhead pass.
Yes, exactly. Two-hand overhead.
The motion on that pass just looked bad from the beginning.
Quarterback is definitely not in the feature of Terry, and that's fine.
He's got a good thing going right now.
Tayshawn James here to pass to Russell. As you said, will make those threes. Tayshawn James matched up now with Terry McMorris once more. A matchup and two names I love to keep saying. Quincy Hopkins.
Now he needs to get going. He's a good athlete. We haven't called his name much.
Have not.
He had a big game against Midwest City a couple months ago.
Ooh-wee, look at this matchup here. Here versus Brandon. He gets past Garrison and he lays it in.
Garrison did not need to play out that high on defense.
Quincy Hopkins, who comes from a list of other Hopkins, his brother, Trayvon Hopkins, who went on and graduated in 2018, and his other brother, Roderick Hopkins, who graduated in 2020, played basketball here for Carl Albert.
There we go. That's what Reed DeQuays needs to do. You saw how fast he runs. He is fast. I saw him with a couple of touchdown runs as a quarterback. He can run. And that's going to lead Coach Hatchett, I believe, to call a 30-second timeout.
30 seconds, so we'll stay here.
You know, the one thing about Del City is they're not the best shooting team, and they can turn the ball over some.
Yes.
Those are probably, so their weaknesses can be on offense. Defensively, they're outstanding. So if you're going to make a run on them, it needs to be trying to force turnovers, force some bad shots, and maybe you can get a transition game going.
Yeah, hopefully capitalize off of it.
Of course, if Del City's focused, their transition defense usually be pretty good because they got so many guys who can run too. But so I think Carl Albert's figured out some things. Hopkins had Garrison very far away from the basket and then was able to attack at that point. I'd definitely be telling Garrison, like, if you're guarding Quincy, make him prove he can hit a shot first before you go out there.
Right. Here we go. Del City with the balls. 2:02 to play here in the half. Beasley talking over to Coach Hatchett.
Oh, they're trapping. Carl Albert's trapping here. See if they do it again.
Green here with the basketball. The pass back to Beasley. Quick pass to Wiley. Quick pass to Terry McMorris. Terry over the middle. Percy Green for three. No good. He's 0 for 2 as of right now.
Nice board there by DeQuazy.
Tayshawn James now going up the court. Matched up. Just bodies a man. And
that's the type of foul we saw Jalen McAllister draw in the girls' game.
Yeah.
I've never seen, I've only seen a few Carl Albert games. I wish I could watch all these teams play more than I do. but I've never seen Tayshawn James play point this much.
Tayshawn James at the free throw line. As mentioned earlier, is a really good football player.
Another Division I football player. I believe he got Division I offer. I didn't catch who it was from. But Carl Albert, if they want to stay in this game, got to be near perfect from the free throw line.
Well, a miss there. Too strong off the glass, and he'll get to go at it one more time.
But we've been saying this. There's a lot of good football players out on the court for both teams.
Yes.
And it just shows how it's good to play, multiple sports.
Right.
And basketball is definitely a good sport to play for football players.
Definitely. Nigel Thomas, the pass to Terry McMorris, who gives it off to Veely. Dumps it off to Garrison off his fingertips.
Nice job by DeQuazy. If he didn't deflect that, it could have been a dunk by Garrison.
Yeah, it would have been. It would have been.
It's got to, when you're in a tough matchup like that, you got to have active feet, active hands.
Garrison with a nice quick pass out to Nigel. Now Veely finds Garrison. Matched up versus DeQuazy, and it's no good, but the second time it is good there by Brandon Garrison.
Well, if the rebound comes close to him, he's just so much taller, and he'll keep that ball high, just forget about it at that point. And then Carl Albert with a turnover. Del City has sometimes tricked Carl Albert with their pressing defense, and they did it there.
Garrison, wide open. Nigel for three. Got to look. Too strong. Garrison, what a rebound. Terry, what a rebound. Nigel, what a rebound. And then balls just everywhere. Hot potato with it right now. Now Carl Albert. And it's good by Demarion Brown. He puts it in. Good for the Titans.
So Garrison and McMorris both fell down. They weren't on the defensive end, and that explains why Carl Albert scored. I was surprised Del City didn't look to throw it long to one of those two.
They have anything to worry about with those two on the floor. 24 seconds left to play in this first half. Demarion just slowing it down.
Or trapping.
About to get trapped. Yep. Finds Nigel, who played receiver in football, so that toe tap drill comes in clutch right there. Oh, yeah, everybody wants to travel when they get it.
I think Carl Albert found something they may use again in the second half, and I think it is a good thing to trap Del City once in a while. Again, offensively, they can struggle sometimes. I remember in one of their bigger wins against Edmond Santa Fe, they had a hard time closing out of that game as Edmond Santa Fe was able to force some turnovers once they went to a press. So even though Del City's got a lot of team speed, I still like the idea of pressing them at times.
Well, here we go. Quincy Hopkins with the ball now. He's getting trapped, trying to find England, but he finds somebody else. That's Russell, I believe. No, that's DeQuazy.
It's actually someone who looks, that was DeQuazy.
Yeah, but
thought that was Ryan Reynolds, though. He came in, but he was playing a different position.
Well, an interesting first half. Del City looked like they had it going on, but here come the Titans. 23-16 your score. We'll be back after this halftime report. Ray Maytubby and Jordan Ray.
For 60 years, Hudeberg Auto Group has serviced all makes and models. Hudeberg has combined hundreds of years of experience to better serve you.
Hudeberg Auto Group uses the latest in technology and utmost customer care to get your vehicle back on the road safely and cost efficiently.
And that tickles. Hudeberg Auto Group.
You can count on Hudeberg.
We'll give you more.
You can count on Hudeberg. We'll give you more.
Since 1908, Cameron University has served students from all over the world. With nearly 50 degrees in 2-year, 4-year, and graduate programs, we have something to inspire you. Health and wellness facilities plus a wide variety of clubs and activities will help you find your perfect fit. Small class sizes allow you to be yourself while discovering your future potential as part of the Aggie family. Come experience the Axe. Enroll today at www.cameron.edu.
Here's our target. We're shooting azimuth at
Great drill weekend, everyone. See y'all again next month.
In the Oklahoma Army National Guard, you don't have to choose between civilian and military lifestyle.
Hi, my name is Zach Knudsen. I'm an orthopedic surgeon in Oklahoma City. I'm a specialist in hip and knee preservation, in particular cartilage restoration, hip arthroscopy, minimally invasive procedures to try to salvage hips and knees and try to prevent them from going on to arthroplasty or joint replacement. Orthopedics is unique in that it is the ability to have somebody who's injured, their life has changed, and we fix them and they can go back to doing the things that they love.
Coast Technology Group is your full IT managed service provider, utilizing simple, reliable technology for your home and business. Remote monitoring and management, network infrastructure, and cybersecurity, all with 24/7, 365-day live support. When you partner with CTG, you get the 150 years combined experience of our experts, helping your business grow while keeping your systems secure.
At F&B Community Bank, our team's #1 goal is serving our customers.
From our low auto rate starting at 2.99% APR.
To our free small business checking account, you can score big at F&B.
You can even earn cash back when using your FNB debit card. So there's no need to play hardball.
Because at FNB, you're the real MVP. Let our team serve you.
I'm starting. Moving in. All right, everybody get in real quick.
You just hold it like this, and you don't need to flash.
Learning with VR. Finals, baby! You know I got this!
I got an A! Nailed it!
We did it! Rose State College. Going somewhere starts here.
For 60 years, Hudeberg Auto Group has serviced all makes and models. Hudeberg has combined hundreds of years of experience to better serve you.
Hudeberg Auto Group uses the latest in technology and utmost customer care to get your vehicle back on the road safely and cost efficiently.
That tickles. Hudeberg Auto Group.
You can count on Hudeberg.
We'll give you more.
You can count on Hudeberg. We'll give you more.
Since 1908, Cameron University has served students from all over the world. With nearly 50 degrees in 2-year, 4-year, and graduate programs, we have something to inspire you. Health and wellness facilities plus a wide variety of clubs and activities will help you find your perfect fit. Small class sizes allow you to be yourself while discovering your future potential as part of the Aggie family. Come experience the Axe. Enroll today at www.cameron.edu.
Here's our target. We're shooting azimuth at
All in. Great drill weekend, everyone. See y'all again next month.
In the Oklahoma Army National Guard, you don't have to choose between civilian and military lifestyle.
Hi, my name is Zach Knudsen. I'm an orthopedic surgeon in Oklahoma City. I'm a specialist in hip and knee preservation, in particular cartilage restoration, hip arthroscopy, minimally invasive procedures to try to salvage hips and knees and try to prevent them from going on to arthroplasty or joint replacement. Orthopedics is unique in that it is the ability to have somebody who's injured, their life has changed, and we fix them and they can go back to doing the things that they love.
Welcome back to Middle Basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network. We're going to go ahead and show you the senior night presentations for Carl Albert. All right, that's number 30 for Carl Albert, Hayden Silsby. Yeah, we'll see. We're looking for that name to recognize him. We have 30 for Carl Albert girls. There it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, help us out just for a few minutes while we honor these seniors. If you would, quiet down so we can hear what they have to share. We appreciate that. Thank you very much.
My name is Jamarian Brown, son of Michael Bishop Jones. My favorite basketball memory was being at state last year in Wisconsin, Alabama. After high school, I planned on attending OPU football for lessons. And I want to shout out all my family, all the coaches that have been teaching me.
Hi, my name is China McCarthy, daughter of April and Carlos McCarthy. My favorite memory is when we went up to first year and turned up. If you know, you know. My plans after high school is to go to OC or OSU for track and pursue the career of being a mechanical engineer. Shout out to Trey, my friends, my family, Coach Banks for motivating me. A special shout out to Coach Bones for telling me to hit that cone in the ball. And Dwayne to give my nerves. Thank you for all your love and support. Time. My name is Mariah Taylor. I am the daughter of Garland Taylor. My favorite memory is seeing Coach Richie cry when we went to state last year. My plans after high school is to go to Oklahoma State University to pursue an audiology career. Shout out to my mom. I want to thank my family and all the coaches and friends who made me who I am today.
Hi, I'm Daniel Huff, son of Shanice and Gary Huff. My favorite basketball memory was all 4 years. It was great and amazing. I'm blessed that I went to this school. After high school, I plan on attending a college for track. And I just want to thank God for where I'm at today and all the coaches that believe in me. I want to thank Coach Price and Coach Cam for always believing in me and making sure I work hard and going as hard as I can at my position.
Hi folks, my name is Asia Poole. I'm the daughter of Money Party and Money Poole. My favorite basketball memory has to be our city snatch back. walking into a gym with a new play. My plan after high school is to continue my basketball career and academic career at Central State and follow to become a forensic psychologist. I would like to shout out my dad / Coach Banks, my mom / Coach E for making us do an extra suicides. We not speak on that though. Nell and Coach Rigsby, Jeffrey Mon Paul, my other positions, Tammy Woods, my trainer. Coach Jim for always yelling and making people cry at practice. I don't speak on that either. But last but not least, shout out to my mama bear that's looking down proudly and celebrating with joy. Thank you all for everything you've done for me and bless me with your love. Forever will remember each individual.
All right. Sorry if you couldn't hear better. We were hoping to have a better audio sound for that. But well done for those senior basketball players for both the Carl Albert boys and girls team. And we look forward. They do have remaining home games left. Both will be hosting Altus next week in regionals. And then if they can win that game, which both are expected to, they would host another game on Saturday. All right, we're going to take another break. We'll come back. We'll talk more about the first half and the upcoming second half. You're watching Middale Basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
I'm starting. Moving in. All right, everybody get in real quick.
You just hold it like this, and you don't need to flash.
Learning with VR. Finals, baby! You know I got this!
I got an A! Nailed it!
We did it! Rose State College. Going somewhere starts here.
For 60 years, Hudeberg Auto Group has serviced all makes and models. Hudeberg has combined hundreds of years of experience to better serve you.
Hudeberg Auto Group uses the latest in technology and utmost customer care to get your vehicle back on the road safely and cost efficiently.
That tickles. Hudeberg Auto Group.
You can count on Hudeberg.
We'll give you more.
You can count on Hudeberg. We'll give you more.
Coast Technology Group is your full IT managed service provider, utilizing simple, reliable technology for your home and business. Remote monitoring and management, network infrastructure, and cybersecurity, all with 24/7, 365-day live support. When you partner with CTG, you get the 150 years combined experience of our experts, helping your business grow while keeping your systems secure.
Since 1908, Cameron University has served students from all over the world. With nearly 50 degrees in 2-year, 4-year, and graduate programs, we have something to inspire you. Health and wellness facilities plus a wide variety of clubs and activities will help you find your perfect fit. Small class sizes allow you to be yourself while discovering your future potential as part of the Aggie family. Come experience the Axe. Enroll today at www.cameron.edu.
Here's our target. We're shooting azimuth and head out.
All in. Great drill weekend, everyone. See y'all again next month.
In the Oklahoma Army National Guard, you don't have to choose between civilian and military lifestyle.
Hi, my name is Zach Knudsen. I'm an orthopedic surgeon in Oklahoma City. I'm a specialist in hip and knee preservation, in particular cartilage restoration, hip arthroscopy, minimally invasive procedures to try to salvage hips and knees and try to prevent them from going on to arthroplasty or joint replacement. Orthopedics is unique in that it is the ability to have somebody who's injured, their life has changed, and we fix them and they can go back to doing the things that they love.
Coast Technology Group is your full IT managed service provider, utilizing simple, reliable technology for your home and business. Remote monitoring and management, network infrastructure, and cybersecurity, all with 24/7, 365-day live support. When you partner with CTG, you get the 150 years combined experience of our experts, helping your business grow while keeping your systems secure.
And we are back. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Ray Maytubby alongside Jordan Ray. This halftime is coming to a close and senior night for the Carl Albert Titans. Honoring these seniors and managers, players and managers, excuse me, for their 4 years or however many years of just, effort and support towards the program, and definitely a great thing to honor them tonight. Your score was 23-16 when we ended it at the half. Dale City leading. Dale City had a pretty big margin of 10 and 11 points earlier in the first half. Then it closed towards the end of the second quarter with Carl Albert hitting some shots and Dale City just turning over the basketball, like you said, Jordan, and Carl Albert just capitalizing off those turnovers.
Yeah, so again, what's at stake for the game, for this game for these two teams? Well, it's obviously a rivalry, and Carl Albert could tie Dale City in conference. This could have been for a conference championship if Carl Albert hadn't lost to El Reno. It still is, but it would be a tie instead of an outright conference championship. Up until this game, or up until last Friday, Carl Albert had not lost to a 5A team, but then they lost to El Reno. Dale City still hasn't lost to a 5A team. So right now we just looked at Dale City's schedule or recent games. We had their first broadcast for basketball for this season back on December 17th. They lost to Putnam City West. It was part of a 3-game losing streak and their first home loss in almost 3 years.
Right.
And they have not lost since. They've actually had some impressive 6A wins. So when they start playing 5A teams after those tournaments, that's when they play the 6A teams. How's it going to look for them there? And basically, there's been a couple games where they had a close game, including El Reno. El Reno might be a dangerous team on the boys' side. But let's look at the brackets real quick. Dale City's starting to get into form on defense. So, all right, Dale City will be hosting Guyman. So Guyman will be making quite the drive. Guyman's similar to Midwest City, Ray, in that they don't play very many 5A teams during the regular season.
Yeah.
And so Guyman plays a lot of teams in Kansas. They play some 4A teams in their area, like Woodward. Woodward's in their area. That's a 4A team. They're so far away from all the other 5A teams. So they play closer teams in basketball. So they don't have a lot. There's not many common opponents there, but they're still a 16 seed. And then it'll be interesting. Guthrie and Noble, Dale City's beaten both of them recently, but that will be an interesting game. They'll take place at Dale City before the Dale City Guyman game that we hope to have on the Oklahoma Sports Network. And for Carl Albert, this is a very interesting situation. They're going to play Altus again in the first round. They did that last year, won easily. The second round game, either Lawton Eisenhower, which could be tough, or El Reno, who already beat Carl Albert on this court. That could be the game we have on Saturday night. A rematch between Carl Albert and El Reno. That would be pretty exciting. All right, let's start the third quarter.
Yep, very interesting. The bracket is up, bracket is out. Going to be something very fun to watch. A lot of basketball coming our way, ladies and gentlemen. Bealey with the pass now to McAllister, who hasn't played much in the second quarter. McAllister. And Terry McMorris matched up with James, and it's contested, strongly contested by James. That's Quincy Hopkins, I believe. Yes, it is. Wow. It's crazy to me how much he's grown. But Brandon Garrison here matched up with Mott. James matched up with Terry McMorris. And that's England, who takes a shot. He's waiting for the three-pointer, but rejected.
I'm not sure what made him think he was open.
And that's Preston Green with the pass to Brandon Garrison. Brandon down low, puts it in, and falls in. Good. Brandon Garrison.
Love the way he uses the hop step there. Del City, if they're having offensive problems, Brandon Garrison needs to be the player that is like, hey, give me the ball in the low post.
Right.
And he needs to be able to score consistently, and he has been doing that. He's been scoring in the post some this game.
And it's Quincy Hopkins who puts it up, and he's challenged by McAllister. That's not much of a challenge.
Nice quick move, though. Garrison was behind him, but he didn't blink. Hopkins didn't blink there. He made a nice finish.
And the pass here to McAllister. McAllister puts it up, and it's no good. Way off, but Terry comes up with the ball. Everything is going on. It's everywhere. Oh, yeah. Ooh is the word. Down goes Terry. Down goes Quincy. And Terry's
Quincy
still
got
down.
up quick. I thought Quincy fell a little bit harder, but he may have fallen on Garrison. Garrison is getting up. That's good. You know what's interesting is, since this doesn't affect seeding at all, is there a point when a player might get hurt that you're like, I'm going to take him out and not play the rest of the game? I kind of wondered if Del City did that with Adrian Richmond in the girls' game.
Girls' game, yeah. Because I just passed by her down there, and she looked just fine. I was talking to her.
Yeah, there could have been something else going on. Who knows? But luckily, Garrison looks like he's fine. Makes that free throw. That's a good sign.
Yeah.
You just hate to see anyone get hurt in this game when you're less than a week away from the playoffs.
Well, here we go. Tashawn James matched up with Percy Green. Pass out here. Just a nice hustle effort play there by McAllister, Jamari McAllister.
Yeah, it's so easy to let up in that situation and just say, I'm going to let my guy catch the ball. If I deflect it, it's going to still be their ball, but I like the way McAllister plays through that.
England there was pass to Mott, who's matched up with Garrison. And Quincy Hopkins won that one-on-one matchup with Terry McMorris of who wanted the ball. Quincy, the sophomore.
Quincy's making some plays here. We haven't called his name a whole lot.
Yep.
And Mott made another good move, but again, going up against Garrison, it's just such a challenge for him.
Oh, what a play there. That is Tashawn James putting it in there that time for Carl Albert. Makes that 7-point ball game.
Love the way James positioned his body there to seal his man and then went up for a quick shot. So Carl Albert's getting some points in the paint right now with Garrison in the area.
Dewey had a look, didn't like it, didn't take it. Pass to Terry McMorris. Terry puts it up, no good. In and out. Quincy. Well, a nice step, and it's no good. Everything was good and nice, beautiful, except the shot. But drew a foul, and he's going to the line.
See a replay of that, been drawn and fouled. Quincy Hopkins using his body real well. So we're going to have another charity stripe super sub free throw here. This looks like a different Quincy Hopkins than what we saw in the first half. Other than his one move against Garrison in the first half, he wasn't that active. He's been very active right now. Unfortunately, misses that free throw. Again, that could have been a situation if Carl Albert could have scored a basket. Coach Hatchett may have been tempted to call a timeout because Carl Albert would have been going on a bit of a run here.
Yep. They get it that time. On the second one, McMorris, quick pass to Demarius Veely. Veely uses his speed, his quickness, abilities. Pass it to Percy Green, who gives it to Terry McMorris. Terry with the dump off. Now back to Veely. Del City with nice ball movement here. Down low to Garrison. This might be the final trip for the series for Del City. And it's no good for Brandon Garrison. And here goes Brown. He's rejected. I couldn't tell if I was Terry McMorris or McAllister, but he rejected.
Let's see if we can see a replay of that. We do. He had a wide open lane, and McAllister and McMorris both couldn't really tell there who got the block, but they closed that so quickly. I think it was McMorris. It wouldn't doubt go with the taller guy, I guess. But boy, did he close that gap quickly.
Sure did.
And you have to think differently against Del City. There's just some shots you can't do against Del City that you can do against other teams.
Fool you once, Demarion Brown, but hopefully they won't fool you twice. Hopefully next time he won't do that, and he would have been rejected again there.
It would have been McAllister with a block.
So,
see, just good help side defense. Of course, a foul was called on the floor. That's 3 early on against Del City. Carl Albert only has 1, so that might be a ticket, a path for Carl Albert to take if they want to catch up, try to get to the free throw line.
And boom, and no good there. The corner 3 from England, and then
Hopkins and McMorris kind of getting a little chippy there between those two. After all, that's the second time those two have gotten a jump ball.
That's true.
And in both cases, if you're the defender, you know, you have to have the expectation of avoiding that jump ball. You're going to get it clean. And so Hopkins is twice forced to jump ball McMorris.
Well, here we go. Here's Veely. Matched up one-on-one with DeMarion Brown, who's had a very rough past two series. McAllister with the pass to Garrison, who's behind the line. Veely, what a wide open look for 3. He's no good.
You can hear Coach Price call for an illegal screen on Garrison. I think he's got a point. And definitely a foul. Wow, what a shot by Jordan England.
Wow, Jordan England. And I said in the first quarter, we'll call his name a lot. What a shot.
Yeah, we haven't called his name as much as you'd think because he's not playing point. However, he certainly can, and he can certainly create his own shot. You know, what's interesting is that foul, or not that foul, the foul that Coach Price wanted that wasn't called on Garrison. You know, if you post up your guy and as a way of sealing him, a ref will kind of let you do that. It's kind of like a legal moving screen, if you know what I mean.
It's a beautiful play there by England. Here we go. Percy Green with the pass down to Veely. Pass to McAllister. McAllister trying to find somewhere to go. He finds a 6'10 junior, Brandon Garrison, who finds Percy Green for 3. He drains it. Percy Green.
It might be the first 3 for Del City. That's a needed one. That's
the second one.
Percy Green has been kind of quiet this game. So that's a big time to step up because Carl had momentum. And I'm shocked that Garrison been on that pump fake.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't seen Del City a ton the last few weeks, but just remembering him in the playoffs last year and in the games we've seen this year, he's very good about keeping his feet about him.
That's something that you've been mentioning all game since the first quarter, that he doesn't fall for those pump fakes a lot.
But he did there, and fortunately Carl Albert's not really nailing their free throws right now. So I think Garrison's getting replaced by Nigel Thomas, which that's an interesting sub, but that's kind of what Del City has to deal with. They don't have a traditional big man anymore to bring off the bench for him. Actually, Garrison's still in.
Yeah, he's still
Take
in.
that back.
Having a conversation with Coach Griffin there on the sideline.
It's very rare you'll see Garrison taking off the free throw lane on when the other team's shooting, but that's what happened there.
Here we go, Demarius Veely. Here takes a step pass to McMorris. Terry trying to find somewhere to go. Oh, almost a turnover. It's not yet. Oh, and I call a foul. Carl Albert head coach is not happy. Coach Price.
Yeah, there was contact there, but James made a good play on the ball. Just a little too much contact there. I think Carl Albert has a different feel to them this third quarter.
Definitely.
I think they took that first half way they played, especially in the first quarter, took it kind of personally.
As they should have. Ooh, nice little spin there by Veely, and he caught a travel.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. They said he walked with it.
You can tell Carl Albert they are playing an in-your-face defense right now. They're done being intimidated by Del City. Can they score consistently enough, though?
Yeah.
That's still a question.
That'll be the question. Nigel matched up with England here. Nigel Thomas. Set screen there by Mott. Here's England with a shot.
Great.
And a good shot.
Great job by England. He knew exactly how to use Mott as a screener there. Knew where the soft spot would be in that two-man game.
Yep.
That's really good instincts right there.
Good basketball being played, ladies and gentlemen, for anybody watching at home. Marius Veely here with a pass to Garrison. Down low to Terry. Terry can't get it in. Gets the Carl Albert fans excited. Nigel Thomas matched up with Quincy Hopkins. Quincy decides to go in. Oh, he can't get it in because of that big man right there, Brandon Garrison. Oh!
I think Quincy Hopkins, when you want to show the ball like that, that's not the time to do that when you're going up against someone like Garrison. He's just too good of a shot blocker. You have to think differently as far as how you can get your shot off.
The way Quincy Hopkins has been playing has triggered both Brandon Garrison and Terry McMorris to act pretty aggressively. Here we go, the pass now to Percy Green, who finds Terry.
Garrison open.
And Veely for three. He got it. That's his second on the game.
Well, Del City, not the best shooting team, but they do have capable shooters, and they've hit a couple of big threes when it looks like Carl Albert's going to go on a run.
Went in for the steal was Terry. Oh, it was rejected. Calling it on Brandon.
Oh, let's see that replay.
Yeah, nobody liked it.
So what they're going to call is, it's like a foul with the legs. That's the closest, that's where the contact was. The legs by Brandon Garrison.
And Coach Hatch is having a conversation with the referee. And Quincy gonna,
Carl Albert's playing so hard, but they're just not executing on offense. They're missing stuff like that, free throws. They've been missing, I think if he makes this, they'll have gone 3 for the last 6.
Here goes Terry to pass it in to Demarius Veely. Billy matched up as he has been pretty much most of this game with Demarion Brown. Veely still with the ball, trying to find somewhere to go. Finds a man, Percy Green. Percy finds a man at the corner. It's Terry who finds Garrison. Garrison pulls up, got it. No, I spoke too soon, in and out. And that's Canajo Thomas, he got it. That's his first points in the ball game.
Well, that's what Terry McMorris does best, as an unforced error on Carl Albert. But Terry McMorris's best attribute is offensive rebounding. And he created that shot for Canajo. And then Carl Albert, that's the second or third time they've had a turnover that just makes you scratch your head.
Yeah. 44 seconds to play here in this third quarter. Percy Green matched up with Jordan England. Here we go. The pass to Veely. Veely just taking time off the clock. 27 seconds left. Pass back to Veely, who's looking at Canajo Thomas. Will he give it to him? No, he won't. Veely still just dribbling. Dribbling out the clock. 14 seconds left in the third quarter. Veely does it himself.
Offensive.
Yeah, it can be offensive foul, and Coach Hatchett is just he's not happy.
Well, and Carl Albert has time here. And by the way, Carl Albert, they need a good shot here. Even though it's third quarter, you need to squeeze out every good offensive possession you can. So that charge is a bit of a gift for Carl Albert. And normally you wouldn't emphasize this very often. It's at the end of the third quarter, but I think this is huge for Carl Albert. They need to get some type of good shot here.
I agree. I definitely agree. Here we go. They have a shot. They got it. Wow. Oh, he's way off the mark, and then enough just to keep him from getting the shot back up. And that is it for the third. 28-35. Dale City leads. When we come back, you are watching Mid-Dale Basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
I'm starting. Moving in. All right, everybody get in real quick.
You just hold it like this, and you don't need to flash.
Learning with VR. Finals, baby! You know I got this!
I got an A. Nailed it.
We did it! Rose State College. Going somewhere starts here.
Welcome back. Sorry, let me get this through real quick. Ray, Mid-Dale Basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network. We want to mention our quarter sponsors from the third quarter. We'll keep it up for the fourth quarter because we forgot to talk about them. That's Triple Elite, your one-stop shop for screen printing, uniforms, embroidery, banners, and twill. 5709 Southeast 74th. Phone number is 405-610-5200. All right, Ray, here we go.
Apologize for that. Here we go. 28-35 the score here at the start of the fourth quarter. Dale City, Carl Albert, number 1, number 2 spots, rankings, defending state champions, 5A, 6A a year ago. Dale City 6A, Carl Albert 5A. And we got a tough matchup here going on. And that's Jordan England right now with the pass now to Quincy Hopkins.
Dale City going with a 2-3 zone.
2-3 zone, something we've heard for both games a lot tonight. And that's Brandon Garrison on the rebound. Looking for somebody to go. He finds Veely, who finds Percy Green. Green. Back to Garrison. Who takes the shot, and it's a good decision. He puts it in. He's matched up with with Reed DeQuazy.
Yeah, DeQuazy kind of dared him to shoot that. Understandable, but you know, Garrison's got a nice form to his shot, so you wouldn't be surprised to start seeing him make those consistently.
And Quincy Hopkins matched up 22 on 22 right here with Percy Green. And that's Jordan England now, communicating with his teammates. He finds Russell, who's matched up with Veely, and they find James, who I haven't said his name all third quarter. Veely. Boy, he would have been rejected anyhow, and
that's his second offensive foul. He may have had one more, but definitely a second. And Del City's at 8.
Wow.
Carl Albert's got to try to figure out a way to take advantage of this.
No, definitely. Coach Hatcher just throws his hand down and puts his head down because, I mean, that can be very much irritating. I could imagine as a head coach.
We're going to see Hayden Silsby coming soon for Carl Albert, one of the seniors recognized.
Indeed. Here we go. Quincy Hopkins now matched up versus Kenandra Thomas with a pass to Russell. Russell back to Quincy. Back to Russell, who had a look, decided not to go there. Quincy puts it up. It looks good, and it is good.
Great job of finding the gap in that 2-3 zone and knowing you don't want it to go all the way to the basket with Garrison there. So, again, that's the type of shot you want to be able to make consistently against Del City.
There we go. Demarius matched up with Quincy, the 6'3 sophomore. You hear the D-up chants here from Dale City. Here in Carl Albert Fieldhouse. Excuse me, Carl Albert. And here we go as a 3. Percy Green, his second. Like you said earlier, we haven't said his name a whole lot because he's been a little cold.
That's a Bronze Star Cuts Barbershop 3. You know, it's a matter of time before Percy Green starts to do that. And again, Del City's had an answer every time Carl Albert's making it close.
And a tough contested shot by Jordan England. What a play by him.
Great job by the lefty there, using his body to kind of clear out the defender legally, but still maintaining his rhythm, getting a good shot here. Carl Albert's hanging around. We'll see if they try to do any more trapping. I'm surprised we haven't seen more of it this half.
Another 3 by Green, and then a little overly excited. Way off the mark. Didn't even touch the rim. Here we go. The pass out to Quincy. Hopkins gonna put it up. It's good. Matched up there against Terry McMorris.
And Coach Price is adamant about something. Obviously, I think he wants a foul. He definitely wants a foul.
Yeah, he is. He's livid right now about something.
Again, I'm surprised Carl Albert is not trapped more or pressed. They're having some success with it. Yeah, they trapped the ball screen.
Yeah. Oh, it's intercepted. Taken away there by England. We'll see what he got. And he puts it in, matched up with Kenandra Thomas, and here comes the Titans.
It's hard to believe, but Jordan England, I think, surprised Kenandra Thomas with his speed. That's hard to do.
Where we go.
6-0 run by Carl Albert.
There's that trap that you've been talking about. And
that's why Hatchett wants a timeout. Coach Hatchett will take a full, looks like.
Full timeout. Well, then, with that being said, we'll take one as well. You're watching Oklahoma Sports Network.
Coast Technology Group is your full IT managed service provider, utilizing simple, reliable technology for your home and business. Remote monitoring and management, network infrastructure, and cybersecurity, all with 24/7, 365-day live support. When you partner with CTG, you get the 150 years combined experience of our experts, helping your business grow while keeping your systems secure.
And we are back live from Carl Albert Fieldhouse. I'm Ray Maitubby alongside Jordan Ray. Where I'm sure we'll have a pretty interesting conclusion to this ball game. Del City, Carl Albert. Del City to throw the basketball in here. They do here with McAllister to Green. Right back to McAllister. Terry in the corner. Ooh. Oh, nice. What a nice. Oh, Terry just can't put it in. Had every opportunity possible. Here we go. Braden Garrison, though, trying to make it happen for his team. He misses it. And down goes Terry. And Carl Albert has all the momentum. All of it. That's England. He does it. Oh, God. Terry McMorris. Brandon Garrison. Wow. Oh, here we go.
So you know Coach Price wants a foul for Jordan England, but then also it looked like, was it Hutch Russell, that he was going for the ball while he was out of bounds, and he may have hit it. That's usually an automatic out-of-bounds call on the defense. Right. Instead they call out-of-bounds off Del City.
Here we are right here. Jordan England matched up with Del City's best defender, Coach Price. All the energy in the world. England for three. Oh, he has all the momentum. Doris. Quincy Hopkins puts it in. Carl Albert, here they come. Just like that.
Man, what a half for Quincy Hopkins.
What a half.
And Del City got two good looks at this. But by the way, this 8-0 run by Carl Albert is done with a lot of backup players in.
That's Wiley, who almost made a turnover to pass out to Terry in the corner, who won't usually shoot. That's Wiley here down to Garrison. Wiley puts it up and he lays it in. Nice shot there by Wiley.
I don't know if we saw Wiley in the first half, so for him to play now and make that shot, that's not as easy as it looks.
Nope, he had very, very little. Well, he came in a few seconds at the end of the half for Veely. But, yep, didn't make much of a difference. He didn't play much, but here he is now, contributing to this ball club. Here the pass out down. Oh, what a shot. Looks good. Oh, too strong off the glass. And there he is. There's Wiley. He puts it in. It's good for Del City. 44-38.
Yeah, Hutch Russell fell down. I think he was trying to draw a foul. I don't know if he was actually fouled, but he fell down, so that hurt Carl Albert's transition defense.
It did. Here goes Jordan England. Pointing, communicating, trying to find somewhere to go with the ball. He finds Russell. Who finds the Quasi, back to Russell. We'll give a pass down low to Hopkins. Who probably fears that heightened length from Garrison. Jordan, got it. Jordan England. Uh-oh.
And 30-second timeout called by Price. Coach Price to Carl Albert. And so that was 44-30 a moment ago. No,
yeah.
It's 40.
43.
Well, the scoreboard, we have 44. I know Jacoby keeps track of this really well, our producer, but the scoreboard says 43-40.
Right.
That's going to be interesting. So we'll bring it down to that. So I'm not sure where the disconnect was there, but that's big. That's now a one-score game. What's interesting is Carl Albert's making this run without Tayshawn James, and also without Mott. So those two remain out of the game. And Brown. So the three starters not in for Carl Albert right now. They're doing it with Jordan England, Quincy Hopkins, and three reserve players.
Well, here we are, 43-40 our score. I mean, it's just been one heck of a ball game. Carl Albert has all the momentum right now. Coach Hatchett, Coach Griffin over there for Del City, not happy. Coach Price, he's been livid all game, trying to make this comeback for his squad.
And I'm surprised. I wonder if a Del City coach, I wasn't looking that direction, if a Del City coach was asking about the score, or if they're content with it being 43-40 instead of 44-40. It looks like they are at this point.
I'm sure either that or no one's noticed. But I'm sure they've noticed.
Usually someone will notice from the sideline.
Yeah, because you notice it. Where do we go?
We're seeing a full court press by Carl Albert, but it doesn't look like they're going to trap. We'll see now if they do, if Del City's bringing some players out to help out on the press break.
Here's Veely now with the pass out to Percy Green, who's matched up with Jordan England, who has been a superstar in this second half. Playing tight defense. And there's a little bit of a trap for a quick second. Garrison, long arms. There's Terry McMorris. Boy, how they play together, and the chemistry is so strong, so beautiful.
Yeah, McMorris can make a big impact just by crashing the offside glass. Also, Garrison will draw a crowd, and that's what happened. We'll see McAllister coming for Del City, but that's what they've been able to do. Anytime Carl Albert makes a run or makes it look close, Del City's come up with a big basket.
Here we go, 45-40 your score. Terry McMorris at the free throw line, trying to get him one. He does. Makes it 46-40 our score. I guess it didn't matter much with that 1 point being taken off, but I guess we'll see. Here's that's James, who we haven't seen. Oh, yeah, that's definitely going to be a foul on McAllister. He's trying to play it off as if he didn't foul him, but he knows he did.
So when we look at the replay, McAllister, he didn't just go straight up. He went into him.
Right. And that was the issue.
So he wondered why the foul was called on him, but I think that was a good call as Carl Albert does bring back Tyshawn James.
Coach Hatchett very unhappy with McAllister right now.
They don't want to foul in that situation, but Carl Albert has hurt themselves from the free throw line.
And no good, in and out. Tyshawn James, and
Garrison couldn't keep his balance and was out of bounds with the ball, but man, Carl Albert from the free throw line. They're going to look at that, by the way. If these teams play in the state tournament, they're going to think about that. The free throws, if they can do that better, Carl Albert will have to feel like they can play with Del City.
There they are, trailing by 6 points to the Eagles, 46-40, 1:22 to play in this ball game. Here we go. Jordan England, matched up with Brandon Garrison. Saucing him up, pass now to James. Tyshawn James, who has not played since really the second quarter. Quincy Hopkins puts it up. It's no good. Off the ground. It's no good again.
They call that goaltending?
Yep, even the fans.
They're going to call goaltending.
Yep.
I think.
Where they want it.
I don't know if he touched the ball or had to do with him hitting the net. Thing is, if you're going to ref a Del City game, you have to know what the goaltending rules are because of Brandon Garrison.
Yeah.
So as we see there, we see why it was called.
Well, here we are, pass in to Veely.
They hit the backboard. I think there's something to do with slapping the backboard.
And they're going to call a foul.
It's only the fifth team foul on Carl Albert, so they're within 4. They're still in this game. But the foul situation is interesting. The way I would use that to their advantage, because Del City is going to be able to run some clock, because Carl Albert can't send him to the free throw line for a couple more times, is try to avoid that, try to get a steal.
There's Wiley with a quick pass to Green, and they're calling another foul.
England looked like he didn't want that call.
Oh, he didn't? Oh, not at all.
Still not free throws. So now this would be free throws if they foul here. And Coach Hatchett will call another timeout. This will be a full.
Well, with that being a full, that'll be a timeout for us. We'll be back here. You're watching Oklahoma Sports Network.
Moving in. All right, everybody get in real quick.
You just hold it like this, and you don't need a flash.
Learning with VR. Finals, baby! You know I got this!
I got an A! Nailed it!
We did it! Rose State College. Going somewhere starts here.
Welcome back to Middale Basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network. As we near the end of this game, I want to remind you for the games we have on the Oklahoma Sports Network for boys basketball first round. This is on Friday, February 25th. You can see Carl Albert, Midwest City, and Del City all going to host a regional game at 8 p.m. All right.
There we go. Percy Green. Almost a nasty finish by Garrison, but he can't. And put back up. Rebounded. I mean, this is going on. It's just everywhere right now.
Boy, you got a missed dunk on one end, and that was almost going to make it a 2-point game, but Brown, who has been out for much of this fourth quarter, couldn't make the layup. And then they foul Hopkins on the floor, but that's 10 team fouls, so it might as well be in the act of shooting. As it will be 2 free throws. Garrison looks like it hurt his right hand.
Yep.
He's shaking it.
Shaking it, yeah.
What a sequence this could be here.
Quincy Hopkins.
If Hopkins can make both, it's going to be a 6-point game. A moment ago, Carl Alberts had trouble scoring points in the half court against Del City, like most teams do. They're able to get some transition opportunity here, and now it's back to a 1-score game. Just a 2-point game.
Like you said, a very interesting sequence. Here we go, 2-point game, 41 seconds to play in this one. Bealey get passes his man. He's going to get trapped right here. And he's looking for somewhere to go. He finds Terry. Terry's looking for the foul.
No, he's out of bounds.
He's out. And Coach Hatches, he's not happy.
He wants to take off that jacket.
Oh, no.
He can't believe a foul wasn't called. I was going to say, like, well, if they call a foul, then it's going to be a 1-and-1 for Del City. That's the advantage Carl Albert has, but not committing many fouls this half.
Wow.
So they would force Del City into some front ends of a 1-and-1, and that could be a great thing. But
the game is everywhere.
But instead, they call a turnover. Carl Albert can tie or take the lead here.
29 seconds left. Here we go. An interesting ball game. 2 points. It's all they need to tie it. Brandon Garrison rejected it, and it going to the line.
Jordan England is a braver man than me.
Yeah.
I would not have done that against Brandon Garrison, but I guess he felt like he could draw that foul, and he did.
He did, indeed, he did.
And he can tie this game.
Wow.
This is kind of the opposite of how Carl Albert played against Del Reno when they were the heavy favorite.
Look at he changed it.
Changed the first. By the way, not really heavy favorites in high school officially, but you get what I mean.
Right.
They were definitely expected to beat El Reno by double digits, and they just gave away that game. And now it's kind of the opposite. This game is tied.
Here we go, 46-46, 20 seconds left. It's all about how this game will end. It finished. Everybody in the Carl Albert Fieldhouse on their feet. 11 seconds left. Here we go. Bealey with the ball, trying to take it for 3. He got it! And there is Bealey, puts it in. The 3 ball. They want to travel.
Let's see some replays of this one.
Oh my goodness.
And Coach Price is Carl Albert's fit to be tied on something. I don't know what though, but credit the young man Bealey.
Coach Hatch's reaction at the end was not pleasant. I'm not sure what's going on right now. What a shot by Demarius Bealey.
I tell these players the game doesn't matter because from a seatings and standing viewpoint, it does not matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. It still matters.
Yeah,
it's a great deal.
Yeah, it's a game.
And credit Bealey. They gave him space. They gave him space to shoot that. We're going to show it again. I think DeQuasie just left him. DeQuasie had him, and then he decided to play the drive. Understandable that he would play the drive like that, but Bealey by the way, that was an NBA 3. He made it from that far out.
Yeah. What a shot by Demarius Bealey. We expected this kind of game. Everybody on their feet. Everybody on their feet in this field house right now. This is the biggest prayer party I've ever been to, as everybody who's rooting for the Titans.
Now, Carl Albert's going to inbound it. They had time for a couple dribbles.
Yep.
I think 3 quick ones actually with 2 full seconds.
Wow, this is fun.
And whoever throws it in for Carl Albert, they can run baseline because it's a made shot.
All right, well, here we go. 46-49 your score. 2 seconds left. That's enough time to get off a shot. It's more than enough. We're going to see how this game ends, man.
Really?
If it wins
Coach
right
Price
here.
has done this a long time. It's going to be interesting to see if he does have a type of play diagram. But
yeah.
Tough for Carl Albert losing a couple close games at home if this is how it ends up.
You play hard.
So look where Hutch Russell is positioned in the left corner.
Right.
He might throw a lob up to, they brought in Ryan Reynolds. They throw some type of lob play to him, and he'll just tap it over to Russell. So you do have time for a pass if it's quick enough.
They get it. Yeah, intercepted. McAllister ends it on a defensive play. Dale City wins the game. 49-46 your score. What a game. What an ending. Just like that.
All right, what a game, Ray. We're going to take a quick break. I'm going to come down and talk to Coach Hatchett. What a game. You are watching Middale Basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Coast Technology Group is your full IT managed service provider, utilizing simple, reliable technology for your home and business. Remote monitoring and management, network infrastructure, and cybersecurity, all with 24/7, 365-day live support. When you partner with CTG, you get the 150 years combined experience of our experts, helping your business grow while keeping your systems secure.
All right, we're good, Jacoby. All right, Coach Hatchett, what a wild ending. Feely, Damaris Feely, I mean, was that, how confident were you that that shot was going to go in?
You know, he's one of them kids, if he's hitting, he's hitting. He hit a couple early in the game. You know, he's been staying after lately in practice and trying to work on, and he's probably one of the kids we're probably the hardest on in practice, to be honest with you. So I'm really happy for him. He deserved that shot.
All right, I thought the best quarter, you came out in the first quarter, established a great defensive tone. That's what put you in a position where you were able to hang on even though things got tough for you guys. Talk about how good your defense was at the beginning.
I mean, I thought defense came well, but it was also the way they were kind of allowing us to play. You know, and when they're shooting double fouls within 40 minutes left in the fourth quarter, that makes it tough. You know, we got to soften up a little bit. So we went to a little zone, and that rattled them a little bit. Got a couple times we got missed, wasn't in place. Brandon wasn't in where he needed to be in the zone, and they get penetration. But they're a tough team. I've always known they're tough. They always play tough. They know how to win, and he's got some hard kids to guard.
You still haven't lost in the year 2022. You had that losing streak early in the season. How rewarding is it to see your team bounce back from that, go undefeated in conference, and get to this point?
It's real rewarding because they're still young. You know, I think I told you that right now before. And this group, that they're young, they're still vulnerable, they're still learning, and for them to keep learning every game is huge for this program. Hopefully we can continue to keep just taking game by game and finding a way.
All right, Coach, we look forward to seeing you guys in the playoffs.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you. Ray, look, great working with you, Ray. You take it over.
Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.